Come on. Oh, ooh, yeah. Na, 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 na. Oh, ooh, yeah.
Here we go.
I'm never here, over there. Anywhere I look, you're everywhere. I'm getting better, I swear. It's
We open on the Vizari home. Outside, moving faster and faster towards them, is a horde of Chaos Palisade peasants, making their way towards the Vizari home, ready to attack the queens. Inside the home, Maddie starting to become afflicted with the Chaosium herself. Dee successfully putting a pause to that blithe spreading. As the five of them, Hannah, Maddie, Braga, Violet, and Dee, simply wait, looking over the body of Betty. You sit there, holding Betty in your arms, and you start to see something. Her body starts to return. Color starts to come to her cheeks. You think you see a breath for a second.
Pine cone?
Smidgen?
And then there's nothing.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. We all believe in you.
Come on.
We need our Betty.
And then you start to see her nose wrinkle, almost starting to twitch.
Come on.
Betty.
Betty, come on.
Come on, Betty.
Come on, Betty. You can do it.
Betty.
Her eyelashes start to flutter.
Come on. Come on. That's our girl. Come on.
Can you hear us?
Oh, my God.
As Braga holding her, you notice that you start to feel a shallow breath against your palm that is holding Betty's back. As Betty's breathing returns and her eyes slowly open.
Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. I drank so much. Water. She needs
Someone get her water. Someone get her some water.
I'll get it right now.
Betty.
And I just grab her.
Why is he not hugging me? It's weird.
Here.
What's going on?
And we drop the pitcher on her head.
I think she needs to drink it.
Betty, you just feel like all this water go into your open mouth, but also kind of like all over your face. If you weren't awake now, if you weren't awake earlier, you surely are awake now after all this water has been poured on your face.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, Bill for Boggin.
You idiot. Whoa. I think I beat death.
Yeah, you did.
That was great. That was wild.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, we got trashed. I'm pretty sure we're like best friends now, by the way.
Who? Wait, what?
You know, like Death, Grim Reaper, Sky, little like hood guy. Like, you know, he looks like this. He just like.
So you actually beat Death? And
I drink it. You know, it turns out that all the drinking I was doing was. I was preparing my entire life for this very moment. Who knew?
Oh,
Wow.
good life lesson.
Learn your lesson, kids.
Take your liquor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just he came up to me and wanted to challenge. He said his daughter or something was rooting for me. I don't know what that. Did you guys doing something up here about that?
Oh yes, yeah.
She's with us, isn't she?
She's here.
You turn around and you see this young girl with like very, very almost white skin and jet black hair with these bangs over her forehead, just kind of sitting in a very comfy lounge chair in the house, her feet really not touching the ground as she kind of kicks her feet.
Oh, hey, your dad? He can really take his liquor. You strive to be like that one day, milady. That was. How come I'm not hungover? This is crazy.
It's really surreal.
Yeah.
I got this like.
I'm gonna put you down now.
Yeah, and we should
Yeah.
also get going because we have a.
Yeah, we have a god to fight.
Whoa, it worked! Did Oh yeah.
Oh,
we have
yeah,
not
hey,
met.
this is Frolin.
Yes,
We
this
have
is
not
Frolin.
met Frolin Boggins, keeper, owner of the ring.
I don't know what that means.
Ring of Fate, Ring
Yeah,
of
so
Destiny.
we have to go through that doorway, and
Uh-huh.
we have to escort him to a place where he can help save the world with that ring. But we got to go now because we have a bunch of
Cool.
grade.
Is
things
he
coming
is he,
after
is
us.
He, is Frolin cool?
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's cool enough for right now.
Yeah,
but
he's real cool.
Yeah.
We really should go through the door right now.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Yeah.
And I turned
okay.
to Maddie. You got this.
Oh, hey, Maddie.
Like I said, you'll always be a rat queen.
And now that, well, the 5 marked queens are back, you then have a chance, right? You can stop all this.
Yeah.
Give us that chance.
Sorry to ask you to fight just after coming back to life.
I feel great. I have this crazy energy. Like, I should be drunk, but I'm not. So I just feel, like, really overconfident. And I'm very excited.
That sounds like our Betty.
Yeah.
Yes, Betty being brought back to life, your soul, winning your soul back, and the queens reviving your body. You are now at 20 points.
Wow. There's someone should die
Wow.
more often.
Look at Can we all die and come back? Because we can all use it a little bit.
Can you just promise me that you won't try and sacrifice yourself for me again? I'm not worth it. No one's worth it.
We all agreed on that.
Yeah. Yeah, we took a vote.
You're a dumb ding dong. You know that?
I do
Even in
know.
my death, you're still an idiot.
I do know that. I've somehow made it about me.
It's true.
But to Dee's point,
We should go to the door. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
listen, later, guys, we gotta but I'm sure the fallout was awesome, and I want to hear all about how when I died. It's gonna be an amazing story. Later.
I think later in
Doorway is
context.
open,
Yeah.
right? We left it open.
The door, it is not open, but
He
well,
found
in the
the world.
meantime, yeah, Frolin was able to find, using the ring as the keyhole, he was able to find the realm that you were supposed to travel to. Not the realm of fire, not the realm of water, but
The chalk doorway, though?
yes.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Because we had closed it and come back to the house with it. So that
Right,
might
but
be
we had. I thought I wanted to establish before that we had it ready to go in case Betty woke up and we could just like run through it.
It is
Yeah.
right.
It is
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to go.
Great.
I think Frolin was doing that while we were getting her.
Yes.
Like, he was like looking for the right room.
Got it. Okay. Maddie.
Let's do this.
Oh,
Does
We'll be
she
back.
get a cool weapon? Because we all got cool weapons.
You guys got weapons?
well, she gets the locket.
Yeah.
That was for her
Does
life.
that do anything? Hey, Maddie, this is awkward, but can she have that?
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
yeah. This
I mean,
is supposed to be.
I
This
mean-
is supposed to be hers, right? I mean, she's part of the prophecy. I'm not part of the prophecy.
I mean, but you were, 'cause you
It's
needed to
like
be here to
being
open it.
invited to a party that like it's like being told about a party that you're not invited to. I
But
totally
no,
get
you
it.
were invited. Like you opened it. Like you did your part. Like you were
Yeah.
part of it.
I grabbed
you're a rat
Maddie
queen.
by
Yeah,
the
you're at
corners.
least a B tier. B tier.
Maddie, look at me. Look at me.
This is really great that you're back from the dead, but I'm very stressed.
You saved my life. You're a part of this. Thank you. Just listen to me. You have more self-confidence.
Okay. She quickly hands the lock, this open locket, back to you. As soon as it comes into your hands, it closes shut.
Jewelry. Weird. Whatever. Put it on.
And then I also grab the bag of mushrooms to you, and I say, I believe this belongs to you. Flip it over to you.
Oh, thank Bill for bucket. I just take like 3 and go.
Oh,
Should have known that would happen.
yeah.
You guys don't know this about me, or maybe you do, but I constantly run a little bit high. You can't not put anything.
Yeah, we know that. We got that.
That's
yeah.
I think that you work well that way.
And it saved my life, so lesson learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us are judging you. Judging her a little bit.
All right. Well, I guess I should just get rid of this doorway as soon as you enter it.
Well, we got to come back, right?
Well, I don't know. Do we want those other things? I know that there's all the other inflicted people are coming here too, and
Great point. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say your instinct feels good.
Yeah.
We should take the chalk and the silk with us if we can.
The what in the huh?
Yeah.
Because we have to take the ring with us, too. So
Yes.
Yeah.
you can take all 3 items with you. Yes.
All right, we'll do that so we can get back through.
Yeah.
Well done.
We know that you're going to get through this.
And we'll be back.
I'm lying. I don't know. But likelihood.
She means she knows you will get through it, and she herself is just not confident in herself. But she's confident in you. You got it. Is what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
Just nod and smile, Hannah.
Uh-huh.
I just died. You guys have to be nice to me.
I'm very nice to you.
Yeah, we
are.
we
No.
can't believe
She's
that
not
you're
so
real.
nice.
Later, we're just gonna hug you. When this
yeah,
is all
we're gonna, like, hug
over,
you a
we're just
bunch.
gonna take turns hugging you.
I'm amazed you don't smell.
Okay. Oh,
I mean, we all kind of smell. We haven't had a shower in a very long
I know I
time.
smell.
but in all seriousness,
Y'all go save the world.
yes, we promise we'll be back for you.
I know you will. As almost magically, the door slowly swings open, and there you see, once again, the familiar kind of gray scape of the realm of the in-between.
Oh, we have to go in together at the same time.
Yeah, everyone,
Yep.
hands. Here we go. On 3.
Are we just jumping?
We're jumping.
Jumping.
Okay.
All right. We'll
Little hop.
jump on 3.
Me too! As Frillin grabs Hannah's hand.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3. And we all jump on 3.
and we see Frolin, Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee holding hands, jumping through the door and into the realm of the in-between. As soon as they jump through, we see Maddie, who from her neck, we see where the Blythe has paused the spread. As she quickly closes the door, rips part of the silk, and starts to wash away the chalk, drawing on the wall. Outside, we don't see anything. We simply see tiny stones on the ground starting to rumble. As footprints, a herd of inflicted Blythe Palisades individuals creeps closer and closer to the Rat Queen's door. Maddie makes her way to the door. She grabs her sword from her belt. She stands there. You've got this, Maddie. You're a fucking Rat Queen now. Officially. As she opens the door, the light outside blinding. As we cut to the realm of the in-between. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll start that first poll now, so be sure to get active in the chat. The poll is now starting. You see around you Betty and Braga. It's very familiar, having been here before. It's simply, you look around and the sky, or what would be considered a sky, this air around you is a swirling gray. Different shades of gray, almost like ink in water, gently mixing and swirling to and fro. As the ground you walk on is this charcoal-like sand that seems to crumble beneath your feet. You look around and you see very strange, what appears to be trees and rocks and possibly foliage in an environment in this realm. But how could it be alive? This is elsewhere. This is a different plane. An elder plane, a plane that has not seen any life or humans or even life forms in it in some time.
Hey, Betty, it's just me, or for a chaos god, isn't this like a boring-ass place to hang out?
There's like nothing here.
It's like plays chess and has
I feel
dirt.
like real chaos is like a mix of dark and light, or like a bunch of like crazy games you can't win or something. It's just boring, right?
What was
I don't get
Death's
it.
place like?
Also pretty boring. He just conjured whatever he wanted to whenever he felt like it. So like mostly bleak until he was like, oh, time for drinking, and then he drank a lot.
But you expect death to be bleak, right? But this is like the chaos god. Like, there should be like some streamers or something. I don't know.
I think you bring up a good point that just because this does look unassuming, we shouldn't assume anything.
True.
Look at you being all clever.
It is clever.
This has been a very sobering event for me.
Hannah's really smart. She just hides it a lot. She puts that light under a bushel sometimes.
A bushel of fire.
I just when you say that, I like make my hands to fire because I don't know how to take a compliment. I'm like,
The biggest reason
like-
I'm sad I died for like 2 weeks is that I'm sad that Hannah. I don't know the things that Hannah burned while I was away.
Oh, like so much.
yeah, I think substantial amount.
Yeah.
Probably. And like a lot of
catch you
sick
up.
burns too, like both like spiritual burns and physical burns.
Spiritual burns, soul burns.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception check? All right, can I get a
You can
situation?
get canny or get
Get
situated.
canny.
Get canny. You can get some situated.
You can get humped.
Roll
Can
me
we get
2d6 plus
a token
canny.
count while she's rolling?
Yes. Thank you so much for getting us to 500.
Oh, thank you. Whoa.
That will come into play.
Wow,
when-
y'all.
Let's jump to the epilogue now.
Look at you.
The token
Wow,
count
chat.
is as it stands. Hannah has 6 tokens. Violet
Ooh.
has 6 tokens. Braga has 5 tokens.
wow.
D
Guess
has
I'm not as good
5
as Hannah.
tokens. Betty has 7 tokens. There are
Wow.
8 second chances.
Wow.
We are full up.
And you're going to.
Thank you,
We
Chat.
are turbocharged. I mean, some people got 6, we only got 5. That's fine. No, I get
That
it.
means we're
I
all
see
getting
how
our
it is.
baggage like immediately.
I know, we all are. We all.
It's true.
Blessing and a curse.
Dictionary on the package be.
Riley's bag is getting triggered right now. I'm totally fine. It's fine.
What are your 3 questions, Violet?
I would like to know how we can get out of here with our butts intact. I would like to know what is going on here that isn't obvious to me. And I would like to know what, I would like to know what would be useful to us.
So your first question, how do we get out of here with our bucks intact? You have a sense. As you turn around, Violet, as you're surveying the area around you, getting your bearings, you turn around and you see that the door has been erased. So, assuming you get out of here, you're going to need the door, the ring, and the sea silk. And you can only imagine that you'll get out of here once Arius is defeated, once everything is finished. Your second question was what is obvious, what is something that is here that is not obvious to me. Violet, your battle senses almost start to tingle. As you take one step forward, you feel this energy in the ground. And you begin to sense that energy not in the ground, but almost in the air around you. As Braga and Hannah were talking about, or Braga, Hannah, and Betty were remarking on how this environment seems pretty simplistic, pretty empty for being a chaos realm. It's almost, that maybe perhaps it isn't something that is seen, but perhaps it is essentially all around you, willing and ready to affect anything in your path. And what was your final question?
I want to know if there is any one specific thing that would be useful to us right now. Like object or item.
An object or an item?
Or something in the environment.
You notice, with your brilliant perception skills, you surveying not only the ground, seeing the door vanish around you, sensing the chaos literally in the air. You look and you see Frolin kind of standing there. He's kind of leaning. He does not have a wall to lean against, but instead is kind of leaning on one foot, trying to look really cool and casual as we're all just kind of sitting around here talking. And you notice that the ring of light on his hand, almost, you see there's this light coming out of it, almost like a beacon or a searchlight, and it's pointing in a direction, and he seems oblivious to it.
Whoa! Frolin.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, we're here. We're here. Can you believe it? Pshoo.
Amazing. Truly. It is.
This is it. This is what my whole life has been. Oh, that's kind of, Oh, my whole life's building up to this. That's a little like, oh, when you get to there, it's oh gosh.
It's pretty major.
It's wonderful.
What do I do afterwards? I don't know. I can't
Survive.
think
You
about
gotta survive first.
I can't think about that right now.
And I'm
All
going
right.
to tell you
Open a
this,
bar.
Frolin.
That's a good idea.
What you're going to do right now
Yes.
is more important than what you're going to do after or what you did before. Because
I thought the important part was getting. I mean, I am going to put the ring on. We got to put the ring on Arius.
we're going to take this one step at a time.
Okay. I'm right here.
Yeah, you're right there, and you have a glowing light coming from that ring.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
Yes.
You see, he starts like almost lining it up like a scope or something.
All right, let's not point it at us. We don't know what it does.
Oh.
So Betty, if you were questioning this, he's the only one that can wear this.
Yes.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you maybe got him to replace me because you know there's smidgen, but
Nope.
now I'm saying
No.
that he is just
Never.
Yeah, absolutely
stuck
not.
here, just some sort of weird fungal upon which has grown upon this group. So.
And that we need that fungal to get out also,
Okay.
by the way. So we
okay.
have to protect him.
That begs the question, though. How are we supposed to draw a door with a place without walls?
Stone.
On the
It said
floor?
stone. So maybe there's
Anywhere?
some type of rock cave situation we can find.
I guess we're going to have to cross our fingers.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think we should focus right now on getting to where we have to be.
You see, as he puts his ring hand to his fist, you see that the light continues to go through his hand. It doesn't stop at a solid object.
And is it pointing, like when he turns it, does it keep pointing in that
It keeps pointing in one direction.
It's like a
So no
compass.
matter where he goes, it is a compass.
So I'm going to stab in the dark here. I'm going to say we should go that way.
Yeah.
And I'll point to where his ring's.
Yep. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How did this guy get chosen to be the ring holder guy?
That's a good question.
The world is mysterious and
Look,
strange.
a lot of people will question why we got chosen.
Yeah,
So it's
true.
just like,
Good
Still
point.
gotta
Good
roll with
point,
it.
Braga.
I mean, I guess we were chosen to be the bad. Never mind. It's dropping that thought.
Can you I can't believe I'm going to say this, but lead the way? Okay. I'm going to take my sword out just because I'm ready. I'm ready just in case something tries to jump in front of
I'm
him.
going to pull a
Yeah,
little
bow and
chaos
arrow
bane
out. And
Yeah.
also, since we have our trap master here, maybe we can check for traps.
Okay.
It's all a trap.
I
You are
the
in
whole
a trap.
place
Well-
is probably a trap.
will me
Or
doing
we could save it till we get to a place. I don't know.
would me doing true perception right now change anything from what she just perceived?
No.
Okay. Let's wait till something appears.
All right.
that
It's
we
so
need
good to have you back,
investigating.
Vinny.
We're just trying to use you.
I mean, I'm back. Why don't you use me? Why you got it?
Wow. I just like pinch your cheek. I'm like, I can't believe you're
Ow.
here. You're real. I love you so much. You
Yeah.
are the best.
I actually
the
just give you a
smartest.
big hug all of a sudden. Like, I can't hold off anymore. Come
Yeah,
on.
me too. I jumped
Yeah,
in
big
there.
group hug.
Maybe I should have stayed with Death. We were having a party.
You see as everyone hugs, you see Frolin kind of come from like behind and just, he tries so hard, he stretches his arms and just is like hitting like the lower back of D and Braga and is just like stretching and it's like, yes, we're all here.
Yeah,
the
get in here,
fellowship is,
Frolin.
the fellowship. This,
Yeah,
this is the fellowship.
Here we are. Yeah,
this
plug
is really
it up,
what
Frolin.
it is.
Hey, Frolin, you know what would be cool is if we were where that thing is pointing.
Yeah.
I know, but you guys started to hug. I haven't
All
been
right.
hugged in a long time.
Let's just embrace him.
Yeah,
I
give
just
him a
want
hug.
to
Come on.
hug him so much.
As you hug Frolin, you see almost you feel his cocky demeanor start almost to melt.
Aw.
As you see, he just almost is rigid standing there, surprised by you all five of you that were hugging, everyone that was hugging Betty has now turned to hug and embrace him. As he just stands there almost rigid, terrified that this isn't real and that he hasn't earned this. As light tears well up in his
Well, are
eyes.
you going to hug us back or what?
Yes, come on.
Yes. Good hugs. Good hugs.
Just met you, but this is happening now.
Yeah. Just go with it. We'll explain later.
Hey,
All right. Okay, we got it.
All right.
We're gonna save the world.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Here we go. As you see Frolin confidently start leading the way, letting the ring and its light direct him and you all. As you continue your journey, time, similar to the labyrinth, doesn't have a feeling here, but where in the labyrinth you didn't really know what time it was at any time, here time seems to almost excel and bend around you. You feel your whole entire mind being disoriented by the further you travel into this realm, the more is that tree waving in the distance. Is there a mirage of a pond out in front of you? Your minds start to become warped by the realm that you're in, unfamiliar with life, real, current life in a long time. As you start to see creatures cresting over these large hills in the distance.
Creatures.
Are those real?
do you think they're friendly, cuddly ones, or like the bad, sweaty ones?
Funny you should say that, Betty. Your baggage is triggered. As Betty, one of the creatures You see it kind of lumbering in the sand, and it appears, you notice its fur and its arms and its little fluffy claws. And you see that it appears to be some kind of owlbear. A little gray owlbear.
Hello.
As you see it's walking. Its face does not face you, but you see it walking in the distance as your baggage is triggered.
I run full speed at Tiny Owlbear.
Wait, no, Betty, we just got you back.
I just bested death. I fear nothing. I use my crazy just bested death energy and run towards Owlbear, and I want to pet it and make friends with it.
As you outstretch your arms outstretched, run to hug this owlbear, its head's owlbear-like head starts to turn, and you see for the first time that its eyes are hematite, and you see where perhaps the nose and the jaw of an owlbear would be. There is nothing except these jagged, like misshapen shards of hematite and like concrete, just jagged up and jagged down, creating almost like a mask of an owlbear on top of this terrifying mouth creature.
So, little owlbear is very terrifying, but maybe it has a soft interior, like just in its motions, its emotions, I think. Maybe.
Do you run up and hug it?
Yup.
As you hug it, Hannah, Violet, Braga, and Dee, you see this owlbear suddenly wrap a large arm around Betty.
It's
and its
hugging
other
me
arm
back!
wraps around Betty, and Betty, you start to feel the air escaping from your body as this owlbear continues to slowly entwine its arms and crush you to
Arrow.
death.
Yeah.
Into the eye.
It's just very strong. It really loves me a lot.
Oh, God, we just got her back.
Arrow,
Yeah.
roll me 2d6.
I mean,
plus
this is how we
skill.
lost her last time.
And it gets rangy.
Sort of.
Second chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Wonderful.
no amount of tokens
So we
that
had
can
we had
save
8 of
that
those.
one.
8. Now you have 7.
Okay, cool.
That was a 4 for the record.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, there we go.
That's doable. So 7 plus 1 is 8. And then I will use 2 tokens. Thank you, tokens.
What did you add?
Jack.
Don't you get a +1 on your?
Plus 1. Oh, so 1 token.
And
One-
you can't use tokens.
You can't use
I
tokens on a
can't-
second chance.
So then I have
It's
a
an
9.
8. Yeah.
You have a 9. So describe to me how at first it was a fail and then it ends up being a mixed success.
Well, I missed. I literally just I was so frazzled by, no, Betty, no, we just got you back. I just wildly missed the owl bear, and it went whizzing past its head. So then I pull out another arrow, and I'm like, not on my watch. And I let it loose, and this time I get it in the eye.
it is a mixed success.
I get it somewhere.
You were aiming for the eye.
I was aiming for
Unfortunately, you hit it in the shoulder.
Okay.
While you do put some damage into it, and you start to see, what did your arrows have the ability to do again? They cause the light. They cause the light to spread within a creature.
Right.
Yes. So you see this lightning bolt shock start to go spread. This like lightning of light starts to spread through this owlbear's right shoulder. However, unfortunately, because it's one of its arms, and now it's in pain, it strangles Betty even harder and crushes her even harder.
It loves me even more now.
And Betty, you take 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As you're having to almost breathe shallowly through your nose right now because you cannot move your chest or your back at all.
Okay, I run up and I take my axe down on that same shoulder that Dee just hit. Like I'm trying to cut its shoulder off.
Wonderful.
Do you need another pencil?
I'm good.
Okay.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay.
Owlbear's love knows no boundaries.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Yeah. Wow.
So you wanted it to come down on that shoulder.
Yeah, I don't have that shoulder no more. I'm using that smash field that if shoot something physical that your opponent had, a weapon, their position, or a limb, and they lose it, and so it lost that arm.
It does, and your axe has the ability to stop these creatures from reforming their bodies. So suddenly this owlbear's arm, you just see this beautiful axe just shimmering in this gray murk come down, slice this owlbear's shoulder off. And Betty, you start to feel you can breathe again because one of the arms is no longer strangling or crushing you as this owlbear shrieks in horror and pain as its arm tries to see these inky kind of gray almost tendrils start to form out of its arm trying to form a new arm, and it's almost like they're being stopped. It's like they're hitting some kind of barrier.
Wasn't there like a gold light like that formed? Like wasn't that what it was last time? Like it was like a weird, like almost like the reverse blight kind of.
Essentially, yes. And you start to see too that the light is even brightened even more by Dee's arrow as you see this spread now. This light spread is kind of going now no longer through the arm but through the shoulder and into the back. As this creature howls, suddenly you feel a rumbling beneath your feet, and over these hills come 4 more of these owlbear like creatures just running in a herd, charging towards you.
Where is Betty right now?
Betty and Braga are close together near the first owlbear, and you're kind of seeing off to your right, you see 4 more charging your way, as the current owlbear that's now holding Betty has a very loose grasp on her and is much more concerned with the fact that it cannot regrow its arm.
Closest one to me, I just want to throw in the face to make it turn it. I want to throw my sword in their face.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
My only weapon. I'm throwing it.
It's
You love
skill.
throwing.
I do love throwing. Oh God! If only my dice did. 6, 7, 8, and then I'm gonna use 2 of my tokens for.
Did you include your +1 for your weapon?
Oh, thank you. That's a nice. So just 1 token for a 10.
Wonderful. Describe to me how you throw your sword.
I'm a straight shot. I look into its eyes and I throw it right between them, and I hardly hesitate, and I'm quite strong, so it was hardly any effort.
As you throw your legendary sword towards the rightmost charging owlbear, you see your sword kind of almost like shing, 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 twirling in the air beautifully as it pierces it right between the eyes. You see your sword is just stuck now in this owlbear's face. You're going to have to go retrieve it, but you start to see it's this terrifying, like, jagged stone grin as its eyes are no longer hematite and start to turn to stone, as the rest of its face slowly starts to turn to stone.
Stone. That's how we get back.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
Better
draw
go
a
get
door on the
this
side
sword.
of an owlbear.
Yeah, great.
I'd like to cricket the owlbear that's attached to Betty with my staff and knock it into the other owlbears. Just gonna
Isn't it really big?
We can try. Yeah, the owlbears are
How big are they?
They're bigger than normal bears.
Maybe she
They
magics
are?
a giant,
I thought it was a
Golf
bear
club.
cub.
like a mage golf club, and it's real big. You know, it's like 10 feet tall.
Ooh.
Would you like to conjure a mage weapon?
Yeah.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
I never wanted to do anything more in my life.
Guys, I'm so glad I'm back because this is the kind of shit I was missing in my life.
How bad is it?
She was actually rolling really good when you weren't here too. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's I'm the problem. That's
But we
I'm the
have
problem.
7 more second
I
chances.
understand. It's a snake eyes.
I know. I know.
So you're going to be
I
using a
know.
second chance?
We're gonna be using.
Wonderful.
We're gonna
All
be.
of them.
Don't forget the jail is right in front of your tray
they're
there.
not even mine. That's the worst part. Fucker. Better, much better. But skill 10. Yay!
So describe to me what exactly you conjure and what exactly it does.
So the first thing I conjure, it is a long stick, but it doesn't have a head on it. So
And that was your fail, yeah.
That was my fail. It's just like a long, light stick.
Is it?
Phallic, if you will.
please.
But it's thin. It's not
Please,
interesting.
yes.
Sorry.
We'll be here all night.
Last episode, guys. Get ready.
And then never again.
I'm so glad okay, so, but then I extra focus really hard. I'm like, she's back, protect. And then I create a driver head. I don't know what Goff is. We don't know what Goff is. But let's just say I invented it.
This is where it's invented.
Correct. And in this moment,
It's pronounced goth right now, but it changes over time because Hannah invented it.
Yes.
It's called Goth Club,
Yes.
and then it becomes Golf Club over time.
Golf Club
Golf.
by Hannah.
It'll
And,
be so
the,
popular in Cascasaria.
The emblem is an owl bear. like I mentioned. And it swings back in a large, grandiose, beautiful way, and it just chips the grass perfectly. Actually, no, it doesn't chip the grass. It swipes past Betty cleanly like a good driver would. Doesn't hurt the pin. It hits the owl bear.
Nice.
I will say, because you did get a 10,
I understand.
Betty is not going to take off with this owlbear. Had you not gotten a 10, Betty would have, the mixed success would have been Betty goes soaring with the owlbear as well.
But
However,
she could get flicked the other way because a pin
Yeah.
would be.
Since I'm standing, I think I would grab Betty as you're doing that.
Okay.
Betty, you suddenly feel this owlbear let go of you, and you feel yourself being grabbed by another force as suddenly this magical club swings and just knocks this owlbear. This owlbear that was once standing in front of you is now gone, as you see it soaring gracefully as it collides with the leftmost owlbear, and the two of them go flying even further backwards.
Smidgen, I love you, and I know that you
love
beat
you
death in a
too.
drinking match.
Yes.
You've got to stop hugging the monsters.
Can't change me.
That's our Betty.
But I guess these are bad. These are the bad ones. These are the bad ones, huh? They're not the good. They're the bad.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everything in this realm is going to be
Yeah,
God,
anything
okay,
with like
okay.
stone eyes or
All
like
right.
skin,
I was trying
just
to-
don't
I got
hug
a
them.
fresh start. I was trying to be the optimist, but I guess
yeah.
we gotta kill everything.
for another one.
As
Because
you
there's like two more.
There are
How many more?
There are two more. Yes,
more.
coming towards you. There was 4 new ones charging towards you. Actually,
took out-
2 now charging. You've stunned one. One now has a sword in the
Stone.
face, and it's slowly turning to stone. And then 2 have been golf ball careened into each other. So you have 2 charging towards you. However, D, as you pull back your bow, you slowly. Violet, your battle senses are tingling now. This chaotic force that you sensed earlier, you now almost like you sense almost a premonition occurs as suddenly the ground starts to melt around the 5 of you, and you start to see these ripples. Suddenly this sand-like stone you were standing on starts to turn into some kind of quicksand liquid as you start to feel your bodies beginning to sink.
Okay, what do we know about quicksand? You don't try to struggle, right? That's the trick. You gotta like
I
be
know about
relaxed.
quicksand is to get the fuck out as soon as possible.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And I create a light rope and have everyone hold on to it.
Grab.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
in the quicksand.
I know. I create
Okay.
a light rope.
Okay, roll me 2d6 plus skill.
-1.
No. you-
Okay.
If we tie to
And you
my
have your
arrow,
staff,
I can,
right?
Like,
Yeah.
if we
So
tie to
plus
the-
1.
Oh wait.
Depends on.
Maybe
I think it's just my mage
Oh,
skills.
okay.
It's not my light skills.
Okay.
no,
Right.
just 2d6 plus skill.
Yeah.
What are you? Oh, go
Oh
ahead.
no, we're doing 5. Fine. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 of those 6 tokens. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So with the 10, you have this light rope now. What do you do with it?
Well, it's to throw, and so everyone
Yeah,
can
we
hold
need
on to it.
yeah, either the arrow or like something to anchor it.
Great.
We can tie it to the end of the arrow, and I can shoot it into a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Tree, maybe.
Can we see any non-quicksand area around us, or is every single
Everything
thing is
appears to be quicksand.
Cool.
Then I
All
think
quicksand.
are the owl bears also going in?
They appear to be immune to it,
Then-
almost walking on top of it.
We need to get on one of those.
Yes, we should always ride
Into
the
it.
big beast.
Into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get your sword back?
I'm not yet. I'm on my way up. Now I just want to run up and like grab it out. Can I?
You're going to have to roll me 2d6 plus, I'm going to say, canny, because you're trying to run out of quicksand.
Can I help her?
Roll me 2d6 plus your violet
Yeah,
bond.
you can,
Yeah.
girl. Get it.
Okay, so that is going to be a 7.
You will get a +1 to this.
So the way that I help you is I kind of like brace myself so you can jump up on my shoulder to try to get out of it.
Thank you very much.
Give like leverage.
I'm scared.
You got this. Got this.
Oh no. Oh
Got
no.
lots of rerolls.
Okay, that is 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna use 3 of my tokens.
Wonderful.
Thank you, tokens.
Thank you, tokens, so much.
So yes, Braga, you kind of brace yourself, so you allow Violet to run up your back. Violet, how do you pull yourself out of quicksand?
Well, it's mainly that I use Braga and I just use my arm strength and I pull myself up over her shoulder and I know it hurts a little bit
okay.
and then I balance my foot on her shoulder and then I jump, grab the sword and just yank it out.
I had armor on this side. Could have stood
irony.
right on it.
The irony.
I will say, these owlbears are a little far away. So what happens is you pull yourself out, and almost this momentum that you have, this crazy strong momentum that you have caused after springboarding off of Braga, almost allows you to jump 1 foot, and then you jump another foot kind of across the quicksand, not really landing, but almost like kind of gently jumping on top of it, avoiding sinking. As with your last jump, we see you slowly reaching towards the sword, and you barely grab it, and now you're holding on to it.
Love that.
Was Violet holding on to the rope?
I don't know.
Violet, had you held on to Hannah's light rope?
I'm going to be super honest right now and tell you that I was not focused on the light rope. That is the truth.
You didn't let me give it to anybody.
Oh, so you don't
throw it to her?
You still have it?
I still have it. And the last time we talked about it was attaching it to an anchor. And my goal was to give it to my friends to hold. And yet instead
Wait.
you're like, wait, here's another idea that's not going to be right.
Here's an idea. Here's an idea that I have. What if... Okay, Betty, do you still have that cloak that makes you bigger or smaller?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what if we have you get smaller,
Yep.
Okay.
D fires an arrow and with the rope attached to it, and
I
then you
ride
get
it.
big again and
Got
tie it
it.
onto something.
Okay, yep, let's do that one.
Okay.
Time for a non-assisted combo. I get wee, whoosh, and I oh, we
get
gotta click
wee.
for this now. Whoosh. And
Actually, I will say, you two, Betty, you look at...
Thank you,
look
chat.
at D, you look at Betty, and you two feel a combo coming on.
Yes.
You and me, chat. We're on the same page. I love it. We're here. We're here together.
it's time for the greatest adventure of them all: getting tiny and jumping on an arrow to tie it onto something.
Yes. I want that fan art real bad.
I get
Yeah.
real wee. I kind of jump on Dee's shoulder, get really small, jump on her arrow. Okay, this took me 20 minutes, so let's go. And the rope is already tied to the arrow, right?
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Are we pointing it at the owlbear situation or?
Owlbear situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a secondary plan for this also.
You get a what?
Secondary plan for this also. Once I get to the owlbear.
Multi-tier
Oh,
plan.
nice.
Multi-tier,
Okay.
yeah.
Great. So I'll point it at the
Okay,
owlbear.
I hold on to the arrow.
This is the same owlbear that you're hanging off of.
Yeah, the one that's turning into stone.
Right, perfect. So I'll do it into like the midsection of the owlbear or like the chest so that it's like stable and it's going to turn to stone. Okay. All right. Ready?
Okay.
Let's let her fly.
I was born for this.
Walking's for fools.
Walking is for fools. It's for ding-dongs and fools. So once I get into the owlbear, I would like to get big again. Whoop.
Get swole.
Get swole and take the rope and tie it to the owlbear. And I guess you're there too.
Hi.
I would also like to.
Yeah, you suddenly embiggen, and then you see
Embiggen.
Violet, who's just like hanging off the front face of the owlbear on her sword.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's great. This is a great day. I'm glad I came back to life for this.
I'm glad you did too. We really needed you.
Is the owlbear? How stone is the owlbear? Can it still
You
move
see
or
that,
no?
like, at this point, the entire head, and now it's moving down to the neck, has been turned to stone. And now this place where D has now shot, you start to see this light affliction, this light blight, start to spread through.
Everybody grab onto this rope because we're gonna get moving.
All right.
And then
All
I'm
right.
gonna slap the owlbear on the butt so that it runs a little bit as much as it can away.
It can't. It's
This
stone.
owlbear is turned into stone, so it's
Yeah.
not gonna
Just its
run.
head.
All right, D and Hannah, I will hold it taut. You guys go, and then I'll pull myself up because I'm strongest.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we gonna fight about this right now?
About physical
I'm already
strength?
gone.
No.
Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm gonna say, guts.
All right. I have no guts. No guts.
We have more rerolls.
You have toke tokes
I have
too.
a snake
She's
eyes
gonna be
worth
So
of
pretty
deep
guts.
into rerolls, I love it.
She rolled a Hannah.
Have we used all
I
the
rolled a
rolls?
Hannah.
Oh my
Use
God.
that a second chance.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Henceforth, All snake rolls shall be known as Hannah.
We need a different emotion.
Yeah, for that one.
Better. 7.
Right, with a 7, you start to pull yourself. You're kind of using your arm strength. You start to pull yourself out of, as Braga holds the other end taut, you start to kind of shimmy and pull yourself out of the quicksand. What is the mist thing? I'm looking at you. I know what it is. As D starts to pull yourself across Braga because you're creating yourself to be this anchor, like an anchor. You start to sink.
Okay.
And now you're about up to here in quicksand as you feel like you're just having to hold your armpits and your arms above the quicksand.
Okay, Hannah, I need you to do this as fast as possible so I can get out of here too.
What am I supposed to do?
Just climb up the rope like D did, and then y'all can pull me up together.
Or you can use your mage hand or whatever, Hannah, because you're magic.
Yeah, do a thing though. Just do a thing.
I'd like to roll to see if I can do something special.
You have to tell me what you want to do. There's no special D6 roll.
Can I roll to see if I defeat Arius right now?
Would you like to?
Can I help her?
Would you like to either shimmy across, or would you like to either climb across the rope, or would you like to try and use magic?
I'd like to tight rope this.
Roll me 2. Oh, you want to tightrope this? You want to like jump on it?
Why are you making it extra hard? It's going to be skill. You don't
Because
have
she's
any.
Hannah.
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Okay. Oh, candy. I think we don't have any of that either. All right, guys.
What is
5.
So would you like to use a second chance?
Yeah.
All right, you have 5 second chances remaining.
Hannah.
Oh, thank you, chat.
Everyone
Unless
hates
you want all
me.
the Red Queens to die.
Ooh.
Oh!
So
11.
so describe to me
All right.
how at first you fail, but then
How close am I to Braga? How close am I to you?
I'm sinking into the quicksand, and you are like right by me because it was your rope. So
I use your head as leverage.
yeah, that sounds about right.
So that's my fail. It's like, oh, sorry. I think I'm getting to stand on the rope instead of stand on your head. But that does launch me onto this rope that I seem to be bonded with in some magical sort of way. So I'm
You did make it.
exactly.
You bonded with the rope?
I made it. I bonded it.
Okay.
I braided it in my magic ways.
So the rope is you.
I am
Extension.
the rope.
It's Hannah rope.
I'm Fluker!
Hannah, you see Hannah, she does like flips and she does like tricks on this rope. We just cut to Braga, who's just like now eyes and like nose
like a gator.
above in the quicksand.
Okay, Hannah, you look hot. Now let me get out of this.
As now D and Hannah, you are now on top of this owlbear with Betty, and Violet is still hanging off the front face. As this owlbear has now almost died standing up, this blight has afflicted its core, and it's now stone from the shoulders up. So this owlbear is dead and standing with the four of you on it.
Now I'm gonna start using my strength, just like pure strength, to start pulling me up the rope.
Also, hey, Frolin, you cool?
Oh yeah,
MG? Where
Frolin, get on my shoulders as I pull up.
You have the one
You look around and he is not there. You see, and Braga, as you actually look
failed.
around, you look and you see this tiny bit of light coming up from the sand
Okay,
next to you.
How is he within reach of me, or
He's
is it
within
okay?
reach of you.
I'm gonna dig down and just grab into the sand, and try to pull
literally
him.
had one
I'm gonna look for his scruff and pull him up. We have a lot of jobs. I'm gonna try to find his scruff so I can pull him up by following it where the light beam is.
I will say, because he does have a light beam, he has the light compass hand that Violet did notice, that you're able to find him and you're able to, just trust your gut, stick your hand in there and grab him.
All right, and I'm gonna start like pulling, but I'm like, y'all, you're gonna need to pull. You're gonna need help from your end because I got a smidge, and I kind of like have him climb up on my shoulders because they're already dirty with quicksand anyway. So I just so I have him kind of like backpack style, like Yoda style, like backpack around my shoulders while I start to like.
Braga, you're the best. I'm so sorry. I didn't even see it happen.
It's okay. You're very short. It's fine. I understand how it happens.
I'm short too, and I saw it. I yelled from across the room.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay.
I'm going to say you have a -2 to this because not only are you trying not to break this rope, but you also have the added weight on top
we're
of you that
helping.
you feel is like pulling you down.
Can anyone roll to help me?
People can. Someone can roll to help you. Who would you like to roll to help
D.
you?
Yeah. Okay.
D, roll your Braga bond.
Oh god, I hope I don't let you down.
It's okay. If you do, it's fun roleplay.
Okay.
Yay!
That's like a million.
Yay.
I believed you the whole time.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
It's no, it's more. 6, 11. Plus, yeah, it's a lot. It's over 10. It's like 12 or something.
Describe to me
I think it's 13.
how you help Braga, D.
Well, I'm pulling on the other end of the rope. I'm like straddling. I've got my like strong D thighs, like thick thighs save lives,
Yeah.
around the owlbear's shoulders.
And they saved a life this day.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, fan art of this would be awesome.
Yes.
Thick thighs D is
my
like
God.
straddling the owlbear and pulling on this light rope. And yeah, it's fucking sexy.
I will
It's real
say
sexy.
Yeah.
this 2D, as you start to pull and you feel all of your physical strength being like used on this, you suddenly feel the return of something that you
Ooh.
thought was lost.
Oh.
And you start to feel your magic and your connection to Narigoth and your connection to Krona coming back, and you can now use your clerical abilities
Oh,
again.
thank God.
Oh my god.
Thank God.
Oh, this feels amazing.
This last kind of boost of magical strength kind of gives you the power to pull both Braga or actually we need to have Braga roll
Yeah.
too.
I gotta roll my strength.
Listen, I
So
know
you
my
get
rope is exciting, but I didn't know it was that exciting.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
he's
very
orgasming on this
excited. So yeah, you
owlbear.
basically negated my loss, which is good.
So yeah, you have a +2 to this. So you have
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
well, well.
That is a 9 plus 3, so that gets me to a 12. I know
1 million.
math.
12 million.
I know I do math.
So yeah, you're able to, with Dee's amazing
million.
help, you're able to you're able to pull as well with Frolin on your back.
But we call D the Thigh Master.
That's right.
Yes, we do. That's.
As suddenly,
I do.
her
Y'all
nickname.
not do that?
Yeah.
I'm going to from now on.
As we see Dee finally pull up Braga and Frolin, so now all 5 and 6, well, 5 rat queens and a Frolin are now hanging off somehow on this owlbear
So
that has almost turned into an owlbear petrified statue at this point.
Nice.
we're hanging out. You know, y'all, like, since I died, I've been thinking a lot about what we should put on our tombstones, like, not collectively, but, like, individually. And I feel like one of those things for D would be the thick thighs save lives thing, because that was really good.
No, I was a fan.
True.
I'm trying to think of catchphrase for all
I
this.
second
But then
that.
it didn't
like
save
it.
her life in the end. Do you know what I mean?
It saved my life.
It can't
Other
save all
lives.
lives.
Yeah.
I mean, it did save
a lot of-
plural lives, myself and
Right.
Frolin. So I support it.
I guess as we go through this journey today, the next couple hours, maybe we should think about the things we put on our tombstones.
Violet,
I'm like, I agree profoundly.
Here lies Violet. She just wanted a bath.
Violet, as you're hanging off, you see that these other 2 owlbears, not the 2 that have been knocked off, but are charging dangerously close to you. As you see them kind of running on top of this quicksand, almost skipping on top of it, not sinking a bit. So now you have 2 live owlbears headed towards you.
I want to know how close because I have a really dumb but awesome idea.
You see that one of them is it's getting within 10 feet of you. The other one is kind of trailing, flanking behind about
Awesome.
15 feet back.
That's great. That's perfect. So what I want to do is I would like to wrap my legs around the neck of the owl bear, and then I'd like to pull out the sword and get a little stabby with the one coming towards me.
All right, roll me 2d6 plus skill. I'm going to say that's a skill.
I would say that too.
Also, D is on the neck of the owlbear too right now. So you're communicating this to D?
Yeah, I was thinking I'm like what my butt is on one shoulder, and
Yeah.
then you know what I mean? Like the legs are like coming around this
Oh,
way.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I see it.
I like
somehow.
that. So some support.
It's like a sling. I'm a sling
Okay, great.
on the owlbear.
That's perfect. Okay.
So there's room, I'm saying.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. That is a 7, 8, 9, and then I'll use one of my other tokens for 10.
Wonderful. With a 10, you are able to do exactly as you said. You're able to kind of take your momentum, swing your legs on top of the neck of this now petrified owlbear, and then you want to just take your sword and stab the other one that's coming towards you. Right in the face.
Right in the face.
Wonderful. You stab this other owlbear right in the face.
It's my favorite activity.
You notice that this one actually has these kind of gray spots on it, and so you stab this one directly in the face, and you see it almost kind of stop for a second and almost start to shake the sword, try and shake the sword out of its face, but this sword is just stuck in there. As you start to see, similarly to the last one, it starts to spread, the stones start to spread into the owlbear's eyes.
I'm gonna, like, once I've climbed up on top of the stone owl that we're on, I'm gonna, like, swing at the one she's hitting, and what I'm trying to do is cut a big chunk of its back off before it turns to stone. I'm trying to, like, back scalp it.
Roll me 2d6 plus. You want to jump into it?
No, I'm using axe to cut cut a piece of it off.
Yeah.
I will say that, because
Just like a country
Violet was
ham.
able to swing onto it, it is pretty close. Roll me
Okay.
2d6 plus guts.
All right. Come on, brutality. All right, that is 6 plus 4, so that's 10.
With the 10, you back scalp this owlbear as you just see this huge,
Lord in
this
heaven
huge
above.
piece of like kind of
All right,
gray.
I have a reason.
Yeah,
You see this huge piece of kind of gray, inky owlbear flesh just go flying off as these tendrils start to once again try to freeform the skin and are unable to.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the piece and I'm gonna throw it on the ground so it's like a mat on the quicksand that won't sink into the quicksand because the owlbears are immune to
Like
the
an
quicksand.
owlbear skin skateboard.
Sort of like a raft.
Like a magic carpet.
With the nasty part facing down. I have the
Okay.
fur part on top and the
Okay,
nasty
so
part
it's
facing
soft.
down. And then I go, okay,
How much blood is there?
It's not really blood. It's this kind of disgusting ink-like blood that you've seen previously.
Oh, don't touch it. Don't touch it, y'all. Keep
yeah.
it-
So that
yeah.
part is down. That part is down against the ground, and it's like fur.
Wonderful.
Nicely done, Braga.
The other owlbear is
still have to kill
charging,
it.
and it actually sees you, Hannah, and starts to rear back on its hind legs and brings up a big paw and tries to swing at you while you're on top of this petrified owlbear. What do you do?
So there's this like method of like killing bears where you stick your staff at an angle so that when it comes down, it impales itself in the heart. So I believe that my light staff has a golden
It has a
crystal.
big diamond, or big kind of opalescent diamond-like crystal on the end.
So I'm going to charge it, I'm going to angle it, and I'm going to let it come down on me.
Yeah, we all heard that, right? Okay.
I'm going to say
I'm
that's,
on the
that's-
owlbear. It's
I'm gonna
coming
say
at us like
since
this.
it's coming toward you, you are defying danger, and I'm going to say that you're doing some quick thinking and exploiting your enemy's weakness. So that's going to be 2d6 plus canny
And a 1+, yeah?
with your staff.
Meow,
Yes, you
meow.
are using your staff.
Oh, my mother.
wow.
Yes, Bilford. Boggin, it's a 13.
Wow.
So 13.
Finale
It's a
rolls.
13. Woo! I redeeming after my snake eyes earlier.
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Hannah, you just line up this staff. You almost kind of bait the owlbear a little bit.
I think you said it was rearing up.
It was
right?
rearing up and ready to come down
So
on you.
I didn't have to do anything because it was going to do that already.
You just-
But my quick thinking was, I got nothing. And I charge up the staff. And so the light is about to pour out.
Mm-hmm.
And as it falls down on what it thinks is going to be easy prey, this diamond tip-ish stabs it in what might be a heart as the light radiates.
You see this light just pierce through, almost like cone. Kind of similar to how the light on Frolin's ring passes through his hand. This light, you see this owlbear creature come down onto the crystal. It pierces its heart, and then this light just shoot out of it and almost piercing, this blinding light piercing the sky. As this light enters the sky, you hear this low kind of groan and rumble from this realm. It's not coming from a specific creature. It's almost as if the space you're in is moaning as this light pierces through it. And this owlbear just kind of slumps down on your staff.
I did it! I did it! I did it!
That was awesome.
That was terrifying.
Somehow I'd like
You
to
called
like
me brutal.
slough it over so I can get my staff back and not
You
break
see
it.
it's still kind of wriggling while on your staff. It kind of still wriggling on the end of your staff a bit.
It shouldn't be. It should be dead.
It's pretty dead. It's still twitching.
Can I just jump over and punch the owlbear in the face so it passes out?
Oh my god.
Betty punches an owlbear in the face.
Roll me 2d6 plus cuts.
Okay.
So 180 if I've ever seen one.
Wow.
I love Hannah.
Betty's changed since she died.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a 3.
Would you like to use a second chance?
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta warm these up.
Thank you, second chances.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we have 5 left.
no.
4, 5, 6.
so.
I can't use tokens. That's a 6.
2 fails.
4 because Hannah used.
Okay,
2.
so we have 4 left?
Yeah.
Cool.
You have 4 tokens.
4
Or
tokens?
second chances.
Yeah.
See, I should have 5 tokens.
Betty, as you just try to punch this owlbear in the face, you see it's still twitching a little bit. Instead of kind of landing in its soft owlbear-like face, your hand actually goes right through its jagged hematite mouth.
Cool.
And you feel your hand being
healed up.
ripped open.
Ouchie.
As you feel, your right hand, just the skin on your right hand just being like peeled off for 4 points of damage.
Okay, not doing great.
Betty, you're not immortal.
I know, I just got this crazy energy still from beating death.
Let that go away now.
It's hard.
Hey, you know what? I can heal you.
Oh yeah, did you get your magic powers back?
I did.
The owlbear that you have stabbed in the face is slowly turning to stone, but is still shaking with your sword in its face.
Can I just reach out and grab it?
Roll me 2d6 plus, I'm going to say skill, because its head is still, you're going to have to time this pretty well.
Okay, great. I can't wait to time it. Let's see.
Wink.
5. It's an 8, 9, 10.
Perfect.
Describe to me how you perfectly time it out and grab your sword back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4. And then I grab it.
You notice that this chaos owlbear, while its nature is chaos, it is shaking its head in rhythm in 8 time. And so, yes, you were able to map out the time signature of this owlbear's shaking, and you perfectly grab your sword back.
Unreal.
Perfect.
I'm going to step on the little platform that I made for myself with the fur, and then I'm just going to bring my axe down on, like, the lower half of, like, the behind its, like, head area.
Are you off to the side of it when you do that, or are you trying to do it from the behind?
Wherever I put that thing down at. So, like, I guess between the thing and that thing.
I would say, but you are in between the 2 owlbears. Yes,
Yeah.
you're kind of off the
From the
left
side.
shoulder
Yeah.
of the live one, the right shoulder of the standing dead one.
Yeah, so I'm like trying to come down like right behind its shoulder blades where like the rock hasn't gotten to yet.
What are you trying to do? Just
I'm trying to cut it in half.
You're just gonna go cut it in half.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill this thing so it's not attacking us anymore.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay. Okay, that is a 7 plus 4 is 11.
With 11, this gash you made in its back was already pretty big, and just with all of your force returning, you just come down and you slice this thing in half.
Nice.
As now you see this one Hannah kind of like shucking this one owlbear off of her staff, Betty's hand bleeding, and this other owlbear. You were still kind of Are you holding on? You were holding on to the owlbear. Your legs were wrapped around the neck of the dead one.
Yes.
And you stabbed the other one, right?
That's right.
Perfect. So you're still on. You're good. You're not sinking as you've grabbed your sword back. So now we have 5 rat queens, 3 dead owlbears, a frolin, and now a patch of owlbear quicksand resistant skin on the ground.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that all the owlbears, or is there another owlbear?
You don't know where the other 2 went.
Okay.
The 2 that kind of went careening off into the distance.
All right.
Hey, thought. You know, that was pretty nifty what you did, like making a mat out of the owlbear. Maybe we should just make some, like,
Individual-
leg cover things or something so we can walk.
I'm a little
on
nervous
closer.
about getting that black stuff on our skin.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, should we
I have an idea.
Okay.
Strike the sand with your sword.
What?
Oh.
That won't work.
How do we know until we try?
You can try.
I have a feeling. I hear just a voice telling me it's not going to work.
Yeah, me too. It's queasy inside just thinking about it.
Can I perceive anything about how to get out of the situation? Mayhaps. Or shall we just take our points off?
Essentially, Betty is. Oh, you can roll me 2d6 plus canny, and I will tell you what I'm thinking.
Yoink. Oh,
Wow.
Nat 12 plus 3. So
Wow.
Betty, almost like context clues. You notice the mat. You notice Hannah, and you remember when she magically crafted that large club that beat the other 2 owlbears in the air, and you're thinking perhaps maybe she could make some kind of paddle, and you could paddle yourselves
Nice.
on this owlbear skin raft across.
I'm into it.
Nice.
Hannah,
What?
skin raft.
What?
Skin
What
raft.
the fuck are you saying?
Take skin, make raft. You make magic paddle. Paddle.
I mean, I
somewhere.
already made the skin raft. You just need
Skin
to
raft.
paddle.
Skin
I
raft.
grab you
Skin
and
raft,
kiss
skin
your
raft.
forehead.
They can call us the Raft Queens.
Hey yo!
Now that's gonna be on my tombstone.
I mean, I said.
Roll me
I
2d6
like
plus
it.
skill.
Oh, Hannah.
Oh.
Oh,
Hannah. Hannah.
Reroll.
All right,
Reroll.
Yeah.
Reroll.
That's what
Make the
second
chat
chances are
rerolls.
for.
Maybe you should use a dice
Where's
tower.
that going?
Oh, okay.
But no,
all right.
it's fine. I know. That's 11 now. So the one was a fail.
So what do you just create kind of another stick again? Just like a pure cylinder?
Yeah.
Hey, stop it with the weirdly thin phallic objects.
Why is it?
Hannah, we'll get
they're
Sawyer
phallic.
back, but for now we got to focus on getting
I
Aries.
just need to get laid so bad.
With that?
I know, just in
It's not going to
general.
satisfy you.
Problem.
Just in general. And then as I kiss it, it widens out.
As you kiss it, suddenly this paddle emerges almost right in your face. This paddle kind of shoots in your
wow.
face, and you kind of have to duck your head
Oh,
back.
God. Smack me around.
Could have pointed it downwards. What's wrong with you?
Well, now we...
Yeah.
All right, and now I'd
Put
like
them
to...
away from your face.
You start to paddle as we see our 5 rat queens and Frolin sitting on this owl bear skin
Ow, touch
carpet,
that paddle.
paddling with a magical paddle, paddling their way
Anna's
through
paddle.
the in between.
Love it.
Time continues to pass as you keep studying Frolin's ring, the light that is directing you towards wherever you're headed. As just more and more this sense of dread, this kind of almost, it feels like you're under some kind of gravity. It's not just in the pit of your stomach. You almost feel the air get heavier around you. Hannah, it's getting harder and harder to push this raft. As you look ahead and you see there is actually a landing platform. There is almost this like stone staircase leading up to some kind of stone platform amidst these jagged rocks.
What if Arius was the 2 owl bears? What if Arius was the 2 owl bears? That'd be funny.
I think that'd be too convenient, maybe, but you know.
I know, it's definitely not it. There's a likelihood that we may die.
Oh yeah, we caught that when we leapt into a hell god, chaos god dimension.
No, me and Death were tight. There's no way we're all gonna die. We got this.
Remember,
I like
remember,
that.
we met Adelaide's daughter, so just keep that in mind. We have a chance of making it through this.
Yeah. Got it in.
I don't want, and I'm not being pessimistic. We all know that that's my normal. I'm just being realistic. Just think now is a good time, no matter what happens, to say how we feel about each other. Share, because I'll say how I feel about you because I don't do that enough.
Wow. Okay.
Hannah's really changed in like the little bit that I was dead.
All right, forget it. Fuck
No,
it.
no, I
Forget
wanna hear it. I wanna hear it.
Let's go. It's fine.
Betty,
Let's go.
Betty, Betty, we had a chance.
Hannah,
You go first.
Right now, go first.
Well, I love you more than anybody in my life.
Thank you.
And it's because you're so tough on me, but in the way I need you to be. So if I live, I want to be more accepting of that, or be the kind of person you don't have to teach and change. Braga, I might be as strong as you, but I know that my heart isn't as strong as yours.
Oh, thank you.
D, man, I tapped that. Those thighs.
Look at these thighs.
They saved my life today.
But also, I should respect you more. And respect your needs. And not objectify you. But you're a beautiful woman. And Smidgey, no one has ever sacrificed themselves for me like you did. Whether you knew you were doing that or not.
I knew what I was doing. But I also kind of thought Sawyer would stop, so it's a little half and half seats there. To be fair.
I'd give up 1,000,000 Sawyers just for one of you.
Well, for all of you, my ladies, my queens, I'd be death for y'all. So I feel like I'm like doing real good in the friendship levels here.
Yeah,
You're
you
killing it.
I love you all, and I meant what I said. I don't think we'll ever all be apart forever.
We could be in the underworld together.
Be in the underworld together. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a crazy party.
I spent a long time trying to find a place where I belong, and it wasn't with my actual blood family, and it wasn't even with the Peaches. I loved those guys, and they were great. Rest in peace, Rest in pieces. Rest in peaches.
Rest in peaches.
But and, I mean, look,
That sounds right.
Tizzy and I had a thing. It was weird, but y'all are my
happen.
sisters. You're all my family, and I love you, and I'm glad that I'm here with you. And Hannah, sometimes you make a pretty good leader.
Thanks. Okay.
And those thighs are awesome.
They are amazing.
They're amazing.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud of them.
And Violet, I want to have your back anytime, and I know you have mine anytime too. And Smidge, I'm looking forward to what those gifts you got for us are. May have seen some stuff in your room.
I'm very good at gift giving, as you well know.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you're not dead anymore.
I'm glad I'm not dead too. Thanks, Seth, for that. A little weird, but other way around. But okay, yep.
I'm so glad you're not dead.
I feel like they're all starting off with "I'm glad you're not dead," which is a little strange.
It was the most horrible thing that we've ever experienced. That I've ever experienced. I don't even know if my parents are alive. And that's really upsetting to me. But nothing was more upsetting than thinking that you might be gone. And that the family that I've chosen, like Braga, could be broken up. I didn't fit in with my family at all, but I'm choosing to be here with you every single day. And I want to be here because I love you all so much. And you challenge me, and you make me grow, and you make me stronger, and you make me kinder, and you make me drink more than I probably would otherwise.
Blaming someone else for
And
your
I think that
problems.
that's a pretty great ratio, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
Well, I mean, I used to read about adventures and mercenaries and excitement and love and friendship, and I never thought I would experience it. And then you all proved to me that it was worth leaving home and leaving what was familiar to come out here, because I never would have met you if I hadn't taken that risk.
We would have never seen that ass.
And it is a great ass.
Yeah. And again, those thighs. I mean, holy, what do you do? Is it squats?
A
Is
lot
it-
of squats.
Okay.
While I'm reading, usually I'm doing squats.
You read a lot, so that makes a
I
lot
read
of
a
sense.
lot, yeah.
Oh my God.
You all, I just want to also say, I admire all of you, your hearts and your asses, so much.
Thank you.
Braga, you are a brick house. Like, mighty, letting it all hang out. My word, girl, you got the thickness.
I'm going to write that down.
That's tombstone material also.
Yeah, I'm glad
There
we're still
you go.
thinking about this.
I've got the thickness. It's going to be on yours.
I got them down with the thickness.
Yeah, she's down with it.
And you know, if I can just keep, I just want to objectify all of you for a
Please,
second.
if you could.
Because it felt
it's
really
been a
good
while.
when you objectified me. It felt really like I only want to ever be objectified by you all.
Great, yeah. So
Yeah.
great.
I'm taking the cue.
Yeah, it's great. You're, you know, I always said to myself, I wish Violet would just like grow her beard out just once, just for me. But now I realize that was really crappy of me. And you look so good without it. And like my favorite is when you wake up and you have a little stubble.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to run my fingers against it, but I think that would make you uncomfortable, so I'll never do that. But just so you know, you're beautiful and you're gorgeous and strong and awesome.
Thank you very much. And if you want to touch my beard,
I immediately
face
stick
stubble.
my hand up. I've been waiting for you to like offer it to me for a long time. Thank you so much.
And it's pretty substantial right now because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Like pre-labyrinth, probably. Can I?
Thank you so
So
much.
everyone can.
Yay!
This is probably like good luck, right?
Finally! It is like rubbing the belly of a owlbear.
Oh,
Very
God.
lucky.
A non-blithed owlbear.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
owlbears are cute and great. Just
Yeah.
and they're lucky. A lot of people know that.
I just take your hands and put them on my boobs.
All right.
They're
Yeah.
good.
So,
Yeah, you have a great rack.
I do.
Also, I like that your boobs are very symmetrical to your horns. Have I ever told you that? It's like perfect symmetry. Yeah, just boop, boop.
Oh my God, it's in
Wow.
line.
I never saw it before,
My
but
nipples
now
are
I
exactly
can't
where the tips of
unsee
my
it.
horns are.
Exactly. Boop, boop.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do you have any thoughts on Betty? Because
Oh, of course. I was,
no,
I was
it's
just letting her soak that in. Betty,
Not too much.
You are the cutest, sexiest, most lovable smidgen ever. Sorry, Frolin, I know you're still here.
You turn around.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You see Frolin's almost been has his back to you guys. He's just been kind of sitting on the edge of the fur raft, kind of kicking his feet in and out of the quicksand, just kind of bobbing his feet on top of it.
Frolin, just be cool. Let us have this 2 seconds. 2 seconds, please. Just be real cool, Frolin.
No,
I legitimately forgot he was here.
No, it's okay.
We don't keep forgetting you're here.
on
We know
him.
you're here. No, we didn't forget you're here 3 times.
You guys
make, like, a
you
magical
guys
light
are a
bell?
family, and you're having your moment. And so I was like, this isn't my moment. So
Yeah,
I was
you're
just
sweet.
thinking
Thank you for
about my
taking a knee. We
family,
appreciate
and
that, Roland.
I didn't say. I was just thinking because you are all so nice, and I don't think
We're not quite done yet.
okay.
I am the best vision. Thank you.
You are, in every way. I can't believe we existed without you for 2 weeks. It doesn't make sense to me. And I think, in fact, a part of us died when you died. So now that you're back, we're back.
Yeah.
We're always gonna be together.
And you're sexy.
All right, I'm sexy also. Got it.
Should we go kill the god now? Or
Oh, yeah.
He seems like he's still hanging out there.
Has
Huh?
anyone had any more thoughts before we?
Frolin, did you have any other thoughts
Oh,
about
yeah,
your
Frolin.
family
What
or
up?
your
Did you
life?
notice how
Hey.
my nipples line up with
I
my
know, that's
horn?
amazing.
I mean, that's very. I didn't want. I mean, now I noticed.
Now, yeah.
I'll
see?
tell you this, Frolin. Tomwell spoke highly of you, and he really admired you, and he missed you.
Yeah. He talked about you a lot. Probably too much.
I just wish I could have. Just hearing you all talk about nice things to each other and how you really appreciate one another, and I really feel that I was a jerk. I was a big old jerko, and I never told Tom how I felt about him and how he was my best friend. And I guess kind of similar to you all, my family was very, very weird. I never really feel like I fit in. I just never really felt like I fit in anywhere. And so he was my family. And I didn't get to tell him that.
He knew it. He knew it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Braga.
He talked about you a lot.
But you're right. You're right. Let's go kill a god.
Do it.
Anything different from how the ring is right now or how close we are to anything?
Nope. I mean, it's still pointing towards wherever these stairs are leading into the quicksand, and so I'm guessing we just need to drive ourselves up to those stairs and then climb that platform.
Yeah. That's good.
Paddle
Good
away,
plan,
Hannah, because I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no,
It'll-
that's a Hannah paddle. I've ever seen one.
Yep.
I'd like to...
You should wash your hands when you're done with it.
Nah.
Now that my magic is back, I'd like to find a spot on the raft to commune with my god, petition my deity, because I haven't been able to do it for so
Your
long.
deity?
No.
Actually,
We're not doing that anymore.
there you go.
That was such a satisfied look.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start the second poll, so be sure to jump into the chat.
Last poll.
We'll start the
Oh.
second
That's what she said.
final poll. Who would you like to commune with?
Okay, so this is one of my starting moves, so it's just a lovely thing I get. So it says, when I petition my deity according to the precept of my religion, I am granted some useful knowledge or boon related to my deity's domain. GM will tell me what. So, if I may petition, it's either Narigoth or Krona. And wow, I don't know. This is a problem. I don't know which one to petition. Because timey-wimey or the OG.
I think you have a
do you
better
think?
bomb of Krona
I
at this
asked
point.
the group, huh?
I would say Krona.
Krona for sure.
Krona's been like,
No doubt, Krona.
yeah.
I like Krona more. Narigoth is too tricky. All right, I'm going to petition Krona. I almost said Narigoth.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah, you're all right. Krona's better than Narigoth. Anyway, Narigoth.
D, as you sit there, you start everyone else notices on this fur raft. You see Dee's eyes almost kind of roll into the back of her head as her eyes go white as she sits there and focuses. And Dee, as you focus your eyes and you feel yourself almost start to leave this plane, not physically, but mentally, you feel your mind almost swimming through this inky, kind of gray, meddling darkness until you see this golden light, kind of this almost like this golden orb bouncing in front of you.
Krona? Is that you?
It's good to hear from you, Dee.
Oh, it's so good to hear your voice.
I know I'm not that strong. It's not that loud, but I'm glad that we're able to talk.
Me too. It's been really rough without you.
I can imagine so, but I sense that the 5 of you are here, correct?
Yeah, we made it.
You're doing it.
Yeah. We need some help. But first, before I ask you for anything, I just want to thank you. Thank you for what you did, intervening on my behalf with Narigoth, helping to send me back in time to help my friends. I used to be so jaded about deities, and you changed that. So thank you for that.
Of course. It was all part of time itself, Dee. Meeting with you, assisting you. And while my eyes could not see past the end, I felt it as you forms say, I felt it in my gut that we were destined to meet again, even though I could not see it.
Well, speaking of which, here we are.
Yes.
I need to know anything you can tell me that will help us defeat Arius. We're here in his plane. Is there anything that can give us the upper hand? How do we kill him? Them?
That relies and is up to the one with the ring that is traveling with you, the annoying one.
Yes, you find him annoying too.
I saw the future, and I saw that he was a piece of work.
Damn, Corona.
Burn him.
I am afraid I cannot offer you a how-to of what to do or how to execute this, but what I can do is offer my assistance and the assistance of others. Do you start to feel, you see this orb start to almost circle around you as this orb kind of comes up to your nose and almost like kisses you lightly on the nose and then shoots straight up into the air. And then you feel your mind kind of returning back into your body as Hannah gracefully lands the raft to the edge of the stone staircase.
We're here.
I'd like to shunk it back into like my pocket vibrator.
It was like a magical enchanted form.
Was it?
Was it though?
My goodness.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
You land the raft at the stone staircase. As you see these stairs lead up to a platform that unfortunately you cannot see what is up there yet. You'll have to climb the stairs.
I think I may have gotten us some extra help, by the way, in a pinch when we need it.
Anything will help.
Yeah.
Before we ascend the stairs, I'd like to get situated, or what the thing is? True perception, it maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is canny, right?
2d6 plus canny.
So that's a 10 plus 3. It is a 13.
With a 13, you can ask me 3 questions.
Righto. What's going on here that is not obvious to me?
You sense, you've been here before. You've actually, where Braga, it's kind of, you've both been in this plane. You recognize this, or your gut's telling you, at the top of the staircase is the chess table, is the throne, is kind of the living space of Arius.
Okay. What's the best way to keep this situation from getting worse, I guess? All right, let me just pick another. It's kind of big. Do I know where Arius is? Do I see any beings up there?
You don't see anything, but you, having communed here with the god once before, you start to feel almost this sickening fear at the pit of your stomach, and you sense that Arius is definitely close.
Are there any traps on the way up to his house?
There are no traps.
Okay, Queens. This is Arius's domicile. It's where him and I played chess, where he played chess and I watched it. It's not a really game, someone else is just doing it for you. And I think we should just go. There's nothing stopping us, and we're here to kick his butt, so maybe we should just go do that.
Do you have your magic back, right? Mm-hmm. At some point real soon, we're going to need some healing.
Oh, whoa.
Let's do it now. Let's do it.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
now,
yeah, me too.
Can you do like a group heal?
Group heal,
Can I?
group heal.
Oh, wait. There
We
was
should have
like
group
a-
healed when we were 11 on each
I
other.
will see. There is an other combo. I will give you this combo if you would like to do a group heal.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And I have an advanced move. When I heal someone, they take +2 forward to their damage. I'd like to incorporate that into this group heal.
Romy, I want you to do this.
Okay.
You're going to group heal. Everyone will get a +1 on their attacks, regardless of if they're using their weapons or not.
Nice.
And you're going to roll me a d6, and that's going to be how many points each player will receive back.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and my thing before, everyone gets a +1 to anything they're trying to perceive about the area now, because
Okay.
advanced perception. Okay.
Okay. 1d6.
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 D6.
There we go. And it's back.
2.
Better than
I had
nothing.
better than what I had.
What am I at?
Hannah, you are at 16. Betty, you are now at 14. Violet is also at 14. Braga is at 18. And D is at 16.
Man, that could have been...
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's helpful. Very
yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. It's better than the last 2 weeks.
I think the group healing spreads, it makes
Yeah.
it...
Oh, yeah.
It's better than since the middle of the labyrinth.
Yeah.
I kind of hold my axe out and I just go like, atop these steps awaits our fate, but with these queens I cannot wait. And then I'm gonna roll my my advanced move, my war cry. So yeah. So I think it's heart, right?
Let me 2d6 plus heart.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. So okay. That is a 7 + 1. I'll use 2 tokens to make it a 10.
Wonderful. Describe to me what your
Oh,
war-
I won't. There's no point in me making it a 10, so I'll just keep it as a mixed success because I basically get one or the other. If it's a mixed success, I get both things. If it's a
Got it.
complete success, I don't think I need to make Arius focus on me to attack, so I'm not going to take that one. I'm just going to take everybody else gets +1 forward on like your next roll, basically.
Word.
So everyone gets a +2 with D's +1 as well.
But
Yeah.
that lasts, right?
No, it's
But
plus-
hers
oh.
lasts.
D's lasts. Braga's is on this
One
next
time.
Thank
move.
you.
Your next roll.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but y'all do.
+1 to anything? Any kind of roll?
It's just +1 forward, so yeah,
Got
like
it.
your next roll, basically.
Braga, as soon as you do that war cry, you feel yourself being the first to ascend the staircase. And as you climb the staircase and you crest over where this platform is, you see that, yes, you now realize that you've been here before. This was the familiar place where Arius once spoke with you. And you see sitting in the throne is a form. And your baggage is triggered.
Oh no.
What do you do?
How would I second guess myself at this point?
I will tell you how you do
Yeah,
this.
I'll go with what you say.
Braga, you notice as you take a step forward, you see that the form sitting in the chair is the one of your dead ex-lover, your dead orc lover,
Kirik? Is that
Kirik.
Yeah. Don't do this to me right now. No. We've come too far for this.
What are you waiting for? You're here, right?
You think I won't do it?
Do it. Kill me. Kill him. You already have, haven't you? You've moved on, but he would have wanted that. He wants that. We've talked. He's very nice. I see what you see in him.
I like grimace, and like that gives people a chance to kind of catch up and do what they're going to do, because it makes me hesitate long enough that I can't make my next move.
As the four of you and Frolin come charging up the stairs right behind Braga, you do see that she is Braga's kind of almost shuddering there in place, standing there, unable to move.
Do you see him? Do you see him on the throne?
Do we?
You all see different shapes.
God damn it.
Dee, you see your ex-husband. Violet, you see your father. Betty, you see Kathiri. And Hannah, once again, you see Sawyer.
It's all right, Braga. It's all right.
Is everyone seeing like the worst thing they could see right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yes.
So it's not real.
What?
As the form stands up. I must say, I'm so impressed. You come right here. You did it. You came back to life.
That's Betty.
As a chaos deity, as a manifestation of it, I'm thrilled. As the being who you might encase forever, I am not. Oh, and you brought... It's a shame. I swore you were going to kill that one. As Arius points to Frolin. Just knowing you all, I figured that he would be so obnoxious, so irritating, you would want to get rid of him as soon as possible. Because that's what you do, isn't it? That's what I have been banking on this entire time. And that's why this plan came to work. As you see Arius, you suddenly see a drink appear in Arius's hand and like a cigarette holder. This was so easy. Just knowing all I had to do was essentially see into time, find beings of chaos, manifest within that time, and that would set me free, set the prophecy of darkness in motion, and then I would be here. Palisade is turning into a wonderful wasteland. Let me show you. As Arius turns over, and almost as they dab the cigarette holder and the ash descends from the cigarette, you see this crystal ball appear, as you see this visage of Palisade appearing, and you see Maddie, who is just bloodied, just fighting off other people, and she's standing against the Visari home, just holding it back, the sweat coming down her face as her eyes are closed, and you see that you can't see what she's saying, but she's almost whispering a prayer between her lips.
Am I still bound by my hesitation, or am I breaking?
Yes.
Okay.
It's beautiful. And you didn't even have to swear yourselves to me. That's good, because if you did, your bodies would have decayed. That would have been horrible. But look, you get to exist among this. Not here. You can go back there and exist. There really won't be much. You'll be spared from everything, but... Well... You've all pushed each people away, haven't you? And this is really nice. You have each other, and just each other.
And Frolin.
Yes, and Frolin, I mean... You scared, little man. As Arius stands up and starts walking towards Frolin, who is... You turn and you see that he is on his knees, these tears pouring down his face and his head shaking. Oh... Yes. Isn't it horrible to see exactly how your friend died? Oh, yes, this chest wound. See, he was stabbed. Right in the back. Right in front of them. He was trying to help, and well... They got him killed, didn't they?
You got him killed.
I turn to Frolin and say, it's not real. It's not really him. Don't believe it.
It's just... No, I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't know.
It's okay.
No, I don't.
I go and I scoop him up and I hug him.
You hold him as he starts. You feel his breathing start to return. Well, What are we going to do now?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna try to kill you now, huh? You think you have this all figured out? You think that you know exactly what's gonna happen? You have our fates controlled. You've timed this all out from the very beginning. I just beat death in a drinking contest. You can't control us. We are chaotic. Good? Question mark. Maybe chaotic neutral. I don't really know. But you can't control us. We're the fucking rat queens, and we're gonna destroy you.
So you 5 chaotic forces are challenging the essence of chaos. That's why you were brought to me. That's why you found yourselves drawn in, and that's why I found you. But I do like it. Yes, Bertie, let us settle. Who is the ultimate form of chaos? Is it the god? Or is it the rat queens? Because if you win, the world is restored. But what do you really win knowing that you are the epitome of chaos itself?
I mean, we could probably get a lot of free drinks for that.
Yeah. I think we'll figure it out.
Maybe we'll make a
Yeah.
little plaque.
Can you imagine how many jobs we'll get with that?
As you see Arius almost kind of spread, these tendrils, almost these black jagged tendrils start to spread out from the bottom of Arius as this figure. Now, each of you seeing people who you care about, people in your lives, people who have affected you, grow larger and larger as they become more and more distorted, their jaws becoming unhinged, dropping off completely until these jagged teeth appear, and standing in front of you are these towering figures in your life. What do you do?
I'm holding Frolin for a reason. I wanted to, as I am comforting him, but also wanted to get close enough to whisper, okay, you have the ring. What do you do with it?
I have to go put it on the hand of Arius.
The hand of Arius?
I have to put it on the hand because if the ring is sealing, the ring will seal Arius away and put them back into a sleep. But I can't get.
It's okay. We'll get you there. Okay. I make eyes with the other queens. Ring on the hanger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the whole thing we're supposed to be doing, right? Is getting the ring on Arius. We talked about this
I
earlier.
wasn't
Yeah, we did.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about why you were dead.
So can I stab this tendril?
Go for it, girl.
You hear this voice. You hear this voice from behind you.
God damn it.
You suddenly feel you have a second to react because you have your battle senses are tingling. You feel this spike coming towards you. What do you do?
I turn around and I swing my sword at it.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts. Actually, yes, you're defying danger. Yes.
You get 2
2d6
points.
plus
And you get to add
guts.
a +2 to it.
And a plus
Oh,
2.
right. It's gonna need it. Okay, great. That is a 6, 7, 8, 9, and then that's a 10.
Wonderful. With a 10, use 1 token. 10, Violet, you turn around and you slice this tendril, this like jagged, almost like icicle that was coming towards you.
I love that. I know I did not use a token.
You did not use a token. My apologies. As you slice this tendril, it goes falling to the ground, turning immediately to stone. And you look up, and you immediately your baggage is triggered because immediately standing right there in front of you is the visage of your father, with an arm chopped off.
I know that it's. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. And then I just drop my sword for a second.
You drop your sword. Hannah, Betty, Braga, and Dee, you see Violet, well, yes, fending off this tendril, drop her sword.
I'm sorry, Dad, all right? All right? I am sorry. I am never, ever, ever going to be the daughter you wanted. That's never going to happen, and that's fine because I have my own family now. Actually, that is fine. That is actually fine. Actually, I do feel good about that.
I'd like to slide in and point the light beam at wherever she's looking, just so I can end
As
it.
you start to move, Hannah and Betty, you both feel almost this thing wrap up around your legs and just holding you in place. As you look down and almost in the reflection of the stone beneath you, you see almost a pained Sawyer sticking out his hand to you, and your baggage is triggered, Hannah. And Betty, you look down and you see Kathiri just simply staring back at you.
Is my bag?
Your baggage is not triggered.
Yeah. Hannah, this isn't real. Remember this? We did this already. We did this in the black and white, the chess room.
Ah! I'd like to pierce the ground with my staff.
Say, because your baggage is triggered, you don't realize that it is stone that you are now sending your staff into.
Yeah. I don't think
So you send your staff into it, and the wood on the bottom just like frays, and you see that you feel this crack go sending up into the staff as the wood inside of it starts to crack.
Fuck you, Sawyer. Fuck you. I love you. God damn it.
I want to, since my arm's still free, just my legs are tied up.
Yeah.
Kathiri, I know this is not you. I already said I'm sorry, so just deal with it. Jeez, I've dealt with bigger stuff than this than you today. I'm not here for this. This is so dumb. Let's kill this guy. And I kind of just like take my body and I swing over to Hannah and I just grab her and I start shaking her and I'm like, wake up, you idiot! Wake up! Does it work? Do I roll for that?
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
For shake. Roll 2d6 plus shake.
Roll for the shaking. It's a nat 10.
With a nat 10, I say you shake Hannah so hard that you almost, the two of you are moving so furiously that you manage to pull yourself out from this tendril's grasp.
Nice.
Oh my god, how'd you get so strong?
I just curl up her body. Just let's go! Come on!
I start running.
Where are you running towards?
Where I think Ares is.
Yeah, can we still see his form or just the...
You see the form of Arius standing right next to the chessboard.
Cool, yeah, we go there.
You go there.
Ah, yes.
Let's play a game, shall we? As you see Arius suddenly almost start to fan out, and suddenly encased around you, there are 100 Arius forms, all bearing their fingers that are now these kind of grotesque claws, all having these jagged grins. They're all faces of people you've known. Ryder, Sawyer, your father, Kathiri, the monarchs, everybody, your father, your mother, Barry, Tizzy, your family, and even Aralel. D, you see your family, your ex-husband. You see the woman who owns the bookstore in Palisade. You see the Grand Bishop of the Magical Army of United Religions, and you see all of them deformed and standing around you. But then D, you feel this light, similar to the feeling you felt when you were communing with Krona. Thank you so much for getting us to 500. As you see this bright beam of light shoot down, similar to when Hannah shot her staff earlier, and you hear this groan echo throughout this realm as descending in this light, the light takes the form of a giant rabbit. This rabbit starts to kind of soar through the air to and fro as Arius stares up at it and is firing all these different hematite spikes into the air, trying to dispel of this thumping rabbit as it thumps back and forth, dodging them, until you see that there are forms within this rabbit. There are clear celestial forms. As this rabbit starts to break up, D, you see the figure of Krona in this light. Braga, you actually see all 5 of the monarchs in spiritual form ascending, weapons ready, with their mouths open, issuing a battle cry. Violet, you don't see anything, but you feel this golden force of energy come through, and you sense that Forge Okri, although being one of the elder gods himself, maybe cannot fight on this plane, but you see this golden magic of Krona's is amped up by the magic of her father, daughter, and father reunited for the first time since the beginning. Betty, you see a very familiar skeletal figure as Death is riding on a skeletal unicorn.
Yeah!
Just scythe ready, running in. And Hannah. At first you don't believe your eyes. But they're holding on the back of Death's horse a friend of Death herself. you see your mother for the first time since you were young. And you see her with her 2 fists manifesting energy. You see her smiling as this incredible, powerful group of allies, people, friends, beings that you have met along the way, that believe in you, that know who the Rat Queens are, who each of you are, and the power that you wield within yourself, come like almost a gust of wind. You feel everyone is thrown across this hematite ground as you see this huge burst of golden and orange energy shoot through the center Arius and expanding across, flaring out into a beautiful sun flare as it destroys all 100 figures, leaving Arius there lying on the ground, his limbs unregenerating as Arius pulls themselves to, slowly pulling themselves up. The figures hover there, unable to speak, but they simply nod at you all and smile.
I'm going to step forward with my axe, and I'm going to walk towards the center of this, platform, and I'm not going for Arius. I'm walking up to the chessboard, and I look at Arius, and I look at them, and I go, here's the thing about the Rat Queens, Arius. We're tired of playing your fucking game. And then I bring my axe down on the chessboard, right down the middle of the chessboard.
As you do, you hear this massive crack as these stone pieces fall to the side. You see Arius now with haggard breath, almost starting to morph. This human-like form, all the visages you saw of people in your life has now melted. You're now seeing this very base human-like appearance for this elder god. But then you start to see Arius's limbs grow almost goopy and then longer. You see that Arius's body is starting to morph as they seem to be struggling to hold on.
You think there's something? Then come, fight me before I destroy everything you love. As
Arius takes a hand, and with a terrifying screech that you all have to cover your ears for, it shakes the ground above you. The golden orange visages around you disappear from the amount of power and force that is happening. Arius sticks their hand into the ground, and you see this crack appear, and you see this amazing, incredible light come from this crack. It's almost blinding as Arius, looking up at you, you see this almost dragon-like face emerging, these dragon-like skulls appearing from Arius's flesh as they smile and they disappear within the crack.
Oh, crap.
I thought that would do a thing.
It did. It made them go into a weird liquid state.
And they're terrified.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to get the ring on the finger.
Yes,
we do.
I was going to run up there, but then it just disappeared.
I think we have to
Hey,
go
Frolin.
into this.
I don't know if I can do this.
Hey, Frolin, I have a question for
I'm really
you.
scared.
Frolin,
Yes.
does the hand have to be attached to Arius with the ring on it? Okay.
Ah, dang it.
I know what you were going for, and that would have been so easy.
Yeah.
Really, it would
Well,
have
not
been so
easy.
easy.
I mean, it's going to be real tough for fighting a god, but yeah, but easier.
Yeah, this is good to know, though. Now
Yeah.
that we all know the plan.
Yeah, don't cut the hand off, because
Don't
that won't
cut
do
it off.
Cool.
Yeah.
Or at least one. So do we have to go into this crack?
I feel like it wouldn't be. Yep, I think we have to go into the crack.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You see that Frolin's ring is pointing down to this chasm that has now formed, similar, actually identical to the chasm that you see from the 2 broken chessboard pieces that Braga has caused.
Yeah. All right.
Light rope.
Well, let's just jump.
Gonna jump.
Fine.
Man, I wish we had those wings y'all got to use in Cascasteria. I never got to.
I know. That was a good time. Let's go.
Let's do
All
it.
right, let's do it.
I want to grab Frolin just to help in case, just to brace his fall.
Okay, you're just gonna kind of grab onto him.
Yeah. And then I want to jump really quick.
Do the 5 of you take hands once again while you jump?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Ugh.
Love it.
As our
Love
5
it.
rat queens descend down, you feel Yes, almost these lights sphering past you. You feel matter itself being bended around you. You feel yourself being stretched and pulled and turned every way. As Hannah and Dee, you feel your magic almost go in and out of you, almost as if it's like pulsing but being pulled out and pulled back in. You feel as if your body is being pulled across 2, 3, 4 different realms. As you soar through this chasm, you see glimpses, what you think are glimpses. Perhaps it's just a vision, perhaps it's just a visage. You see Hannah's from other realities. You see one where you are completely a demon embracing your demonic self. You see one where you're dead. You see one where you're rocking a very sweet mohawk. Betty, you see yourself once again as a member of the 5 monkeys fighting alongside your friends. You see a version of you that's sober. You see a version of you that is dead and did not win against death. Hannah, Violet, you see yourself teetering through time, with a beard, without a beard, the heir of the Blackforge family. You see yourself pregnant. You see yourself with Orc Dave, and then you see yourself dead in another life as well. Braga, you feel yourself being torn as you see a mirage of Bragas, different Bragas that have gone off on their own, Bragas that have accepted their true kingdom, and Braga's similar to the one you are today. And Dee, you see the most. You see almost like an infinite line of Dees. You see similar figures to the Council of Dees, the Elder Dee, the Godlike Dee, and a Dee very similar to you as they span across time. But they all seem serene as they smile at you and simply nod and acknowledge your presence. As you finally all, after being pulled apart, you land.
I'm gonna puke.
You land on the branch, or what feels like the branch of something. There is no ground beneath you. There is no air around you, simply the swirling galaxies. As you look down, you see this swirling, beautiful purple, blues, and reds. These nebulas, galaxies, stars litter your feet. The stars are above you as you find yourself standing on the tree of all life, the thing that connects this world to the others, the binding of all the realms, the essence of every existence. And standing on the branch closest to the trunk of the tree, you see what you believe to be Arius, this horrifying human-esque dragon-like face has now gained 5 heads, a hydra of sorts. And with its huge, scaly, jagged hematite body, you see it has one arm larger than the other, almost this Frankenstein, cobbled, chaotic monster of sorts, as you see one of its hands bracing itself, the other extended backwards, gripping onto the trunk of the tree of all life itself, as you see the chaos from Arius starting to seep into the tree.
Well, it's worth a shot, literally. I'm gonna aim for the tree, actually.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Sorry.
Don't hurt the tree. Don't hurt the tree.
Or
No, it gives it
arrows
life.
No, I know what you're doing. Yeah.
or
Well-
you.
Well, maybe not.
Well, second chances?
There are 3 second chances.
Okay, please let this roll be good. Let it be good, please, please. Better. 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, that's damage. Minus damage. Yours is a +1.
You get a +1. Yeah.
Okay, so 6, 7. This was skill?
Skill, yes.
8, 9, 10, please. 2 tokens. No, nope, can't use tokens.
It would be
8 total.
With an 8.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. 7,
yes.
8, 9. I have a 9. I guess it doesn't make a big
You don't have any. You have no tokens.
Well, I
Second
do, but
chance.
it's a second chance.
Yeah.
Ah.
With a 9. You fire this arrow aiming towards the tree, and Arius with their other scaly, large, menacing hand catches it. Granted, the arrow sends, you see this light start to peter through Arius, but almost as they grip the arrow, it turns black. And they drop it, and it shatters onto the branch.
It's going to take a lot more than that to stop me.
I step forward and I have my axe, and I'm like furious, and I look at it, and then I realize that I'm doing exactly what it wants me to do, which is like go crazy and attack it like it was saying. So I put my axe back in like its holster on my back, and I look at Frolin, and I go, "Hey Baggins," or "Hey Boggin."
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yes!
Get on my shoulder.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk over with Frolin, and rather than like try to attack Arius, I'm gonna start trying to grapple that arm that's smaller and start trying to pull it up while the rest of my queens can focus on fighting Arius. I'm gonna try to use my strength to pull its hand up so that Frolin can get the ring on.
So you walk towards Arius.
The hand.
The hand.
Yeah.
Arius facing you, walk towards the hand that is into the tree.
No, the hand that's not on the tree. The little hand that was
That
like
caught the arrow.
Yeah.
Or the hand that caught the arrow and is now just kind of hanging, bracing itself against the ground.
Yeah.
Yes. Wonderful. As you start to walk towards Arius, Arius just stares and lets it happen.
Okay. I'm gonna.
What do you do?
I'm gonna like grab the arm and try to pull it up so I can like control the hand. Like I'm trying to like grapple power over the hand.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
She's got the guts.
Okay, that is a 8 plus 3 because I'm not getting my plus 1 because my axe is in my holster. That's still going to be 11.
With an 11, describe to me how you grapple this hand.
I just basically like it's like how big is it physically? Like how many feet?
This hand is about its width is about, let's say, 6 feet, and its height is about 12.
Okay.
This thing is a
Okay.
big old mountain.
So-
The hand or the...
The arm, sorry, the
No,
arm
I'm just going
entirely.
like for the wrist.
Oh, you're going for
Like,
the wrist.
Yeah, I'm trying to like lift the hand. I'm trying to open the hand up so Frolin can put the ring on the finger.
The hand is about, I would say, a little bit smaller than this table.
Okay, because I'm assuming I'm not gonna do this in one turn, but this is like my plan moving forward is to I'm focusing on using my strength to open its hand up so Frolin can get the ring on it while the rest of the rat queens fight the monster.
Fantastic. So you successfully grapple this hand. Are you just kind of pull? You have just
Yeah, I think it's like for lack of a better description, like Thanos style. Like when they're trying to like pull the gauntlet open, like I'm starting to do that. Like I'm starting to like try to use my strength to pull it up.
Great.
Arius starts to try and fight back, and you feel this resistance as you see Arius look from its hand to its other hand, from its hand to its other hand. He looks at you frantically and sees Frolin on your back. And within an instant, you see Arius's hand leave the tree and pierce right through Frolin's in the heart.
I can't believe you brought him to me. You just walked up and brought him to me. As you
See Frolin fall backwards, and he's just on the ground, and he has this big jagged hematite through his heart.
Didn't you all say that this locket saved me?
Yeah.
Maybe we can save this ding dong.
I thought I was doing the right thing.
Let's try
Braga,
it.
you are still in a contest of strength.
I think he's like mind gaming me, so I'm still trying to do it.
Let's try it, Betty.
As Frolin
Yeah,
just
I
kind of
run up
lays
with
on
him.
the ground, and he starts to try and pull this jar, this claw of Arius out of his chest.
Yeah. I run up with you
Yeah.
to try to help
Great.
however I can.
Yeah, we're just gonna come up to Frolin and try to keep him as calm as possible.
Yeah, I want to try to get up there and then open my locket to see if it does anything.
I will say, very similar to the Rainbow Bridge, you're able to kind of run up, and the three of you circle around Frolin, who's kind of been thrown back by this piercing blow. As you surround him, Betty, you bring open your locket, and at first it doesn't open, and you read the inscription on the back, which reads, "I will only open when needed."
I feel it in here right now! What are the rules on this stupid lock? Where did you guys even get this stupid thing?
From Frolin!
It's the
Stupid Frolin.
It's the fig and
We're here.
You see his little smidgen hand start to point beneath him on the branch. And Betty, as you lay the locket on the ground, the seemingly ground, this kind of beautiful bright floor that you find yourself, this beautiful bright branch that you're standing on, you see almost this galactic swirling, beautiful nebulous-like goop start to rise from the tree itself as your locket held sap from the tree of all life, giving you the ability to cheat death and bring your body back. As you see the locket resting now on the tree's branch being filled with this vigor, the vicar of vigor once again.
Good start. Good start.
I'm gonna shoot my light staff into areas and make them small. Make them small.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Yoink.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So describe to me how you shoot your staff at areas.
I imagine I'm still back a little bit, and the staff also was injured by me trying to hit it with the ground. But when I hit it on the branch heals it.
It does.
And it like multiplies the illumination and shoots that at everybody, including like the hematite that's in Roland, the size of the hand that Braga's holding, and the enormity of this swole Arius.
You do exactly as you say. You see Hannah tap this staff onto the branch, and all of a sudden you almost have to like grip onto it for dear life as you feel this incredible, almost the source of all magic itself shoot up through your staff. And then yes, like a blinding light is sent out. Everyone is temporarily blinded for a second because this light, you're essentially fighting in this nebulous space, and suddenly this light is the brightest thing you've seen except for the stars around you.
Sorry.
Whereas your eyes start to blink and come to and adjust to the blinding, you see that yes, Arius, who once was a good 60-70 feet tall, has now shrunk to a 20-foot 5-headed hydra. Still with labored breath, Braga, you're finding yourself gaining ground in this contest of strength. You're able to keep your ground. Nothing is really hurting. As you see, you being the closest one to Arius, you see that the creature's 5 heads and multiple eyes start to look frantically as it keeps trying to push an arm into the base of the tree of all life.
Let's kill him!
I'm trying!
Put the sap on my wound.
Yes. You're all right, Frolan. You're gonna be all right.
I move the locket from the base of the tree and like try to like crack it open over Frolan.
I go, okay, do your thing. I have a thing when you're done with it.
Okay.
You hold it open over Frolan, and you see this like goop that once kind of just magically kind of seared into your locket start to drip onto Frolan's wound as you hear
Drip faster.
as you see his wound start to heal and close up. Thank you.
Okay, you're good. You're good. We can still win this. We are definitely gonna win this. Just keep it together, Frolan.
Queens, do you know what a phalanx is?
A finger.
No, I need you to all surround. A phalanx is like a military strategy. A phalanx. It's like in real life it's Greek. Surround Frolan. When I say a phalanx, I'm asking you to surround Frolan. Like each put your back so that he's in between you, and then that way you guys can lift him and drop him down onto the finger with the ring, while I'm pulling the hand open.
Yes. Funny you should save that. I've been saving this the entire game specifically for this moment. My queens, you have 5 combos, which means you can execute the final combo all together.
Oh my gosh!
Well,
Listen,
describe to me.
He wants us to be the monsters like he is, but we're not.
No.
We're going to use our strength to protect the world.
Yeah.
Because we're the real chaos and we're the rat
All right,
queens!
so
And
for
again,
my
it's
part,
arguable who's more strong between us.
for my part, I'm gonna we'll figure it out later, Hannah. We'll have an arm wrestling match or something. And then speaking of arm wrestling, I'm gonna use for my part of this. I'm gonna like peel fingers apart so his ring finger is or their ring finger is exposed.
Great.
Who's doing
Alright.
what after that?
All right, and now we're gonna.
We all grab Frolin together. We form a ring around the ring bearer, and we
Thrust him up.
On the count of 3.
do we throw him?
No, we just leave.
You just put him next to the hand.
You're using your bodies to shield him from
other way,
areas.
backwards.
Like, it's kind of like you're like it's like when you see like Greek or Roman armies where they have like shields and like surrounding people on the
Yeah, it's
battlefield, so like no
layers.
one can be hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a circle
like-
around the ding dong. Ready?
Ding dong circle, go.
As you all form this circle around Frolin, you start to move him faster and faster towards Arius. Braga, you exposing a finger of Arius. You start to feel almost this vibrating on you as
Hannah, is your toy on again?
Hannah, your staff actually flies out from its keep and aims and pierces the first head on the left. Betty, your locket starts to vibrate and shake until it lifts off and pierces the face, the second face of the Hydra.
One face.
Violet, you feel your sword kind of swim out of its sheath, flying in the air, flipping similar to how you threw it earlier as it pierces right in the middle of the face, the third face of Arius. D, you feel your bow almost magically lift up as you see all of your arrows being drawn back and firing a barrage, a hailing of arrows on the fourth face of Arius. And Braga, as you feel your face turning like flushed as you're using every ounce of strength in your heart and your body, you feel your axe start to ascend from behind your back and spin and then slice the fifth face of Arius as our four queens protecting Frolin, rushing him towards the exposed finger of Arius.
Roland, do your thing. You got one job. You gotta do it, buddy.
This is your
I
moment.
can't hold it much longer.
Thrust him.
And you see in this beautiful slow motion, you see Hannah, Betty, Violet, and Dee, all with a hand on Frolin, pushing him upwards. He goes flying through the air. He finds his hand. He takes off the ring, and he lunges forward with it. As Braga, you keep, and with one last, just the last bit of strength in your body, you pull backwards as the ring finger of Arius is exposed. And even though it appears small, as soon as the ring touches the finger of Arius, you see this gold light start to overtake the hand as this beam, this ring of light circles, spinning faster and faster and faster, ascending up the finger of Arius until it sits right at the connection of the palm. And you see Arius rear back to roar and then pause. And Arius stands frozen. And then you see this Hydra form of Arius start to shrink, almost melt away into particles, this gray dust, as you've seen similar victims of a Chaosium do, until sitting at the base on this branch of the Tree of All Life is a simple stone tablet that you read in ancient runes, reads Arius, and you see that there's a ring now set in stone in the middle of it. As Arius, the elder god of chaos, the everything, the nothing, the in-between, once again rests, forgotten by the world, forgotten by the realms, no longer controlling the chaos that exists.
Oh my god. Frolin!
Did we do this?
Frolin,
You did
nailed
it.
Frolin. You nailed
Stop
it.
crying. You did it. Stop crying.
I'm gonna give him a big hug.
It's okay. He can cry.
You cry. All right. Just
I'm like
were
giving him a
so
big joyous hug. I'm like
good.
holding him to my chest, just
Group
like,
hug,
you
group
did
hug.
it!
You did so
We
good.
did it.
You did it!
You did it. We all did it.
We did it. We all
did
did
it,
it
yeah.
together, Frolin.
And we're all gonna put, like, the ultimate chaos in our tombstones now, right? That's
yeah.
like, he gave it to us.
Yeah.
They gave it to us.
Oh.
We all
That feels
did
right.
it.
See, Frolin, you fulfilled your destiny, and we decided to not fulfill ours and beat the ding dong anyway, because we were supposed to bring upon the end of times, and we didn't. We saved.
That's
the world.
right. Because you know what? We made a choice. So, there. Look at that, fate. Look
Yeah.
at that.
And as soon as you say that, you start to. You all five hug each other, and you say that, Violet. You start to feel yourself almost disappearing. As you pull your hands back, you see that they are now almost see-through and invisible. As you start to feel your body and your visage and your forms fading away.
Whoa. We might need to get out of here because this realm won't exist anymore without
this is
Ares.
No, this is the
tree
center.
of...
You
Of
continue to disappear faster and faster.
Maybe this is good?
As Frolin looks at you all. If this is the end, well then, thank you.
What?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen after this. We're just kind of disappearing.
Were we supposed to find a door or something?
The chalk?
And suddenly, you see Frolin smile and say thank you as he disappears completely.
Ugh.
You all look at each other, and Violet has now disappeared. Dee is the second. Betty the third. Braga the fourth.
And I live forever.
And Hannah, you disappear as well. The five of you suddenly find yourselves waking up in your respective beds in the Visari home. You're in each of your bedrooms, alone, unaware if the other queens are in the home as well.
I jump out of bed and open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I grabbed 3 mushrooms, eat them real quick, then I go out the door.
I'm naked. I get out of bed and run out the door.
Almost simultaneously, as the five of you awoke at the same time, the five of you rushed to your doors and opened them at the same time, seeing each other.
Hey, this wasn't like a real dumb long dream, right? Like we like defeated chaos.
What are you talking about?
Definitely defeated chaos. That's
did.
what we did.
Hannah!
Dad!
Is that you?
No! Hold on!
As you see,
No, he lives here.
as you see your father, George Vasari, come running upstairs.
This is a ticket! I throw a robe on.
You throw a robot, and he comes back out. Oh, you're finally awake!
Patty!
Oh,
I was still asleep.
you've all been asleep for 2 weeks.
What?
Oh. Interesting.
You came back. Well,
Do you know what happened?
yes, whatever you did, you stopped it.
What did we stop? Because there's been a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that. Well, I believe we all were overtaken by a blight.
Okay.
I was down. I was in the sewers leading the underground resistance. Where suddenly we
we're
all
caught up, yeah.
succumbed, and well, Maddie says Maddie's the only person who really has an account of everything. Maddie says that we were all coming to attack, and then suddenly we all dropped to the ground, and then woke up as if nothing had happened. And
I hear that.
there was
And
a
that-
lot of destruction in town, though. That did not go away.
Well, that's
Okay.
Palisade for you.
But
Oh,
then,
like the promise to rebuild that bar.
but then suddenly,
Yeah.
3 days later, I was fixing up the kitchen, and suddenly, almost, the five of you just magically appeared in the living room, unresponsive. And so I enlisted some help, and we moved you up to your beds, and we kept you resting and monitoring you. And, well, where did you go? What did you see?
a lot of things.
Yeah,
we
it's hard to
killed
explain.
another god, so that's number 2. I feel like that's more than most people. We're
Yeah, we're doing really good with
we
that.
Yeah, we have a new what is
Record.
it?
A new record.
Yeah, it's a new record.
Mr. Vasari, we'll be happy to tell you all the things, but we're going to need 3 really important things right now.
What?
Eggy.
Ready,
Bakey.
He smiles and says, and I know just the place to get it. We cut to the Black Satyr as our 5 queens sit at a table with Maestro serving them eggy bready bakey. And the 5 of you notice for the first time that there is a portrait now over the fireplace of the Black Satyr. On the inscription of the painting, it reads, "The Heroes of Palisade." And in the painting we see Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee as they settle in and enjoy a well-deserved breakfast.
Hey, Maestro, you're going to have to add Ultimate Chaos underneath that, just as a heads up.
How did they made that so fast?
I think it's
Been like 2 weeks.
Were they looking at us while we were
They
sleeping?
probably thought we were dead, and that's what they made it because they felt bad because we were dead. And then now that we're alive, they're like,
Dad.
oh shit.
There any chance that there was a smidgen that also showed up in the house?
How do we all forget about Frowen every time?
No, he's just really forgettable.
I know there wasn't, but this letter did come yesterday for the 5 of you.
Oh.
Take it and open it. Or take it and open it real quick.
You open it and it reads, Dear Rat Queens, I don't know about you, but I just woke up from a crazy sleep, apparently. They say I was out and I suddenly appeared, but everyone in my town is now safe. There's been some destruction here and there, but I don't have a ring. But I do have the memories of you all. And I'm going to go see the rest of this world. For Tom. So thank you. Thank you for becoming the family that I needed it. When I needed it. Hopefully I'll see you on my adventures. Your chosen one. Forever.
Oh, he's so fucking annoying.
I hope this time he takes like a boat or a carriage and just try to walk
Maybe
everywhere he goes.
some armor.
Ladies, where's Tom the camel? Speaking of Toms,
Tom is good. We took care of Tom. Well, not since we got back.
I
but
stick my head out the window. Tom, come here! It's your best friend! I'm still here!
As we pan up, it's from Betty yelling out of the window of the Black Satyr for Tom the camel. Hannah, Violet, Braga, and Dee sitting around laughing and eating as we close this chapter of the Rat Queens RPG. Post-credit scene. We did reach 1,000 about an hour into the episode. I just didn't
When
want
you
to
said
say
thank you
anything.
500, I was like, wait, we just hit 500? I thought we hit 500 earlier.
That's awesome.
Thank you, chat. Thank you for all your
Thank you,
support.
chat.
We love you.
Post-credits scene.
Ba-ba-ba.
We cut to 3 months later. The cusp of fall in Palisade has passed as winter has settled over the port town. As we find Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, and Dee at a different festival, a different celebration.
Whoa.
For the
Stuff's going down
winter,
here.
the Winter Solstice Festival,
Yay!
the new celebratory event of Palisade. You actually, as the 5 of you enter in, you actually run into Adeline and Derman, recently married, as Adeline excitedly exclaims that, well, she's expecting, and she hopes that it's a little girl.
I am
gonna
so
be
shocked.
great.
I can't believe that. What
gonna
a
be-
surprise.
What a great child that's gonna be.
That girl got it. I mean,
Yeah.
As the 5 of you walk around, you feel a number of people saying hello to you ever since you have saved not only Palisade, not only this realm, but the universe itself. You feel a lot more kindness towards you in Palisade. Even though you thought saving Narigoth would be enough, apparently it was not. As families and friends always stop to say hi to the Rat Queens wherever they go. So much so that sometimes you find you need to escape from the public, being the famous heroines you are. At this festival, you have gathered your hot ciders, your hot toddies, your mulled wine, your turkey legs, your hot corn, and have made your way over to a small secluded area, a small VIP tent set up for the true VIPs of the Palisade Winter Solstice Festival.
Bad things happen in VIP tents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No puppeteers allowed.
No puppets
No,
forever.
no
Puppets,
families of singers.
No traveling family
In
people.
order to avoid all of the people who might try to get photos with or hang out with us and get our autographs, I'm wearing a big snowman costume, so you can't see me. But I'm just like a little it's just like white fluff everywhere with like eyes and that mouth. So when we sit down in our VIP tent, I'm like, oh, finally, the public can't see my beautiful face. Oh, fame has not changed me at all. I'm but a humble smidgen. May I have my drink, please? Yes, Maestro, you're out there somewhere. Listen to my voice.
Popcorn. Hot corn.
So good. How do they make it so hot and good?
It's the best.
And as Betty takes off her snowman costume, you actually see 4 packages roll out.
So when I was dead, you guys didn't just go through my closet and go open your presents already, did you?
We didn't open your presents.
didn't open them,
We
but
did
we
go
did
through your
find them.
closet, but we didn't open
We were
going to
wait until solstice.
Yeah.
Because we figured that you could be with us even if you were dead.
Yeah.
The wise and brave Betty is very proud of you for your strengths. Here are your presents.
I'm the strongest.
It's
Just because you won the
Gimme.
arm, right?
Can't be. Weekday. Who wants to open theirs first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Dee, as you begin to open your present, you notice that yours it feels flat,
Oh,
very thin,
Oh.
possibly a book.
I know this shape.
Shake it.
Don't shake it. Just open it like a normal person.
Opened.
You find yourself staring at a calendar. A very unique kind of calendar. It's a centaur pinup calendar.
I'm gonna need some alone. Bye.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I go to be alone with it. Actually, I just go to the corner and I mine.
You have a whole year to look at that
Mine.
calendar. We have 12 months in the
I don't think I can wait.
Palisade year.
I don't think I can wait each month to open a new one.
Okay, you can just look at all now. It's fine. Happy solstice.
She deserves this, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you all deserve a little centaur calendar.
All
Just
right,
go to her and
Braga,
look
what
at it.
did you get?
I take a breath and I open it and
You see that it is a bound book. And on the front of it, in yellow letters, it reads Barding for Dummies.
Braga,
Thank you.
said that you never thought you could express yourself with your poetry because you didn't think you could learn a new skill. But I think now's the time. Follow your dreams. Read your poetry to song. Sing!
if Mitch could do it, I can do it. Thank you. Thank you, Pinecone.
Violet, you actually have a very large gift in front of you.
I mean, I don't believe in winners, but this is pretty nice.
As you rip open into it, you see that it's a large crate that's simply in kind of these beautiful maroon letters reads Home Wine Brewing Kit.
Get out of this tent. I love this. I love this.
Complaining that there's only brew and everywhere, and now you can make your own.
dwarven. Oh my! I cannot.
It's
this
in the
is gonna
shape
be
of a
good.
barrel, and you can assume that all the other parts are in the barrel, and it's how they packaged it.
This is gonna be good, Betty. Betty, this was thoughtful.
I can't wait to taste the special violet vintage.
Can't wait to make it.
Why is everyone looking at me?
You have a
open your
present
gift.
still.
Oh. No. I just want to never know what it is, but know that you're thinking. Okay, I'm listening.
As you open it, you see that it's in a very beautiful old, red velvet box. You open it up, and within this beautiful kind of black silk handkerchief is this incredible white petrified oak wand.
It's almost indestructible, and maybe I stole it, but I got it for you nonetheless. It's yours now, via me taking it from somewhere else.
It's beautiful.
Please don't break it.
Thank you.
Happy solstice, everyone!
Happy solstice.
I just realized that we've all known Betty bought us made gifts for us
It didn't attempt to get a gift from me. Yeah, I
we
see
didn't-
that.
Oh
we
yeah,
didn't
I
get
mean
anyone-
that's not exactly true,
Yeah.
Betty.
Oh, okay.
I mean the truth is, we have you a gift.
I have gifts for everybody. What do you have?
I have
Whatever Violet has, I have.
That's right, and so does D. We have it together, and we're gonna say it together.
Okay.
Here's the gift.
Here's the gift. Are you ready? This is what we got you, Betty.
On the count of 3.
I have my own gifts, so you guys say your thing.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Rocks on mushrooms.
Rockstar mushrooms.
Any rock you touch will turn into a mushroom. Here, bam, boom.
It's not.
Just try it. They've worked on this spell, and then
It was her idea.
it was my idea. I have no talent, but I had a great idea, and they made it happen.
And Braga didn't think we could do it.
I ran outside.
I actually pull out my gifts for all of you, and mine are like not nearly as personalized as Betty's. I just went to a blacksmith and had him make armor for all of you. So like I had like Dee has like hand guards that let her do her flourishes so she can still cast spells.
Nice.
And like that's all I did. I got you all special armor.
To be fair, I've never worn armor. I have never worn armor while I was with the Rat Queens, and we got damaged a lot, all of us, huh?
Yeah, I got you one especially that has a back support.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I love it.
it's got like a lumbar support and also padding so you don't get stabbed in the back so
Oh,
much.
yeah, so that my friends can accidentally stab me back. Yep, thank you. So kind.
As you all sit around exchanging gifts, you hear from outside the tent, "It's starting!" A very loud voice calling from far away.
I guess we can go into the public again.
All right.
As the 5 of you exit the tent,
Snowman costume back on.
I'm gonna say goodbye to my barrel.
as the 5 of you exit the tent, you start to see snow fall down on the Winter Solstice Festival. Everyone holds candles and they're being lit as the moon, at its highest point, sits overhead. A serene stillness comes over the festival.
Babu, babu.
As the 5 of you holding your candles look at each other, enjoying for once the peace, the joy, and the happiness of what it means to be a rat queen. We pan up and out of Palisade, out of this realm, into the universe, back to where we began, the tree of all life. It spans across space and time, growing with each experience, sunrise and sunset. Each limb, a different world, a different time, a different story. We close this story on the limb of the Rat Queens who saved Palisade, who saved the realm, who saved the universe from demons, gods, monsters, and mayhem. And on that limb, another branch, a diversion of time and space to other rat queens elsewhere, saving their worlds, saving their realms, being rat queens. Thank you all so much for joining us, and there we conclude this chapter of the Rat Queens RPG.
The best RPG ever.
The whole world ever made.
All right, I'm going to
creation.
say, I had to write down something. I'm going to say something real fast before we thank everyone because I'm really good at improvising, but if I'm let alone to ramble thank yous, it does not work. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who tuned in and was a part of this show, whether you tweeted about it, donated tokens, NPCs, combos, voted in the polls, made fan art, videos, music, or simply liked the show. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and all of our hearts. This has been one of the biggest projects I've ever done, and this has been such a joy with all of these people at this table, and it is not without your joy and support and love that this happened. A big thank you to all our guests who were here. You were all amazing. I wish I could have had you all back here for cameos at the end. That would have been really, really fun, but you were also special, and you helped make this story with your amazing appearance and performance. Like I said, a big thank you to Kurtis, who gave his trust and allowed me to just sandbox his world and his characters, and yes, I killed one of your characters, but I did bring them back to life, so we're good. Thank you to Hyper RPG, Zach, Malika, Lucas, Amir, and Adam for being here and supporting this show every week and for putting so much hard work into this show. Oh my gosh, thank you to everyone who came out to Gen Con to see the live show.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks to all the amazing mods who make the show possible behind the scenes. And you are amazing. You're helping me update my docs. You're posting the videos on YouTube. You're doing the podcast. You're keeping everyone updated. And thank you so much. And then a big thank you to every single person here at this table. The show wouldn't exist without you all. Thank you for trusting me and creating this story with me. The Rat Queens RPG wouldn't be what it is today without each and every one of you. And I wouldn't be Emily without each and every one of you. So this story and this adventure always have a special place in my heart, and I could not have done it without you all. So thank you. And now let us...
What?
It's our turn now.
Yeah. Thank you, Emily, for everything. I don't know what to say. I just start
This
crying.
is your story, and we're proud to be part of it.
Yeah, we're just so
So-
proud to be a part of it,
Yeah,
Emily.
you were amazing, and this is from us.
So, for those who can't see it on camera, Rat Queen's comic issue came out today, and it felt very poignant that like this story continues and these women continue, and there's the whole world out there. So we got a copy of it, we framed it, and we signed it for Emily because like all those thank yous are amazing. And we're all so proud to be part of this, but you are our RG Emily, and this is your story, and we are honored and we are privileged to have been part of it. And thank you for trusting us to be part of the story you're telling.
Well, thank you. You were all wonderful. This is so... I'm going to hang this up.
As
And the
opposed
comic
to-
is getting really crazy if you haven't read it yet. Read this issue that came out today. It's getting real wild. If you thought me killing Betty was bad, oh boy! Just read the comic. So with that, let us continue this wonderful time of thanks, and let us thank everyone who made tonight's shows possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we made $1,265 with tonight's show. Thank you so much for going above and beyond and
Thank
for
you so
supporting
much.
this show from early on until now. So let us read all of these people.
Heck yeah.
Metsu's Phantom.
Metsu's Phantom.
Peak 1.
Peak 1.
Fegs 252.
That's
252.
Sauron 23.
Sauron 23.
Demoon Rules.
Demoon Rules.
Peak 1.
Peak 1.
Colton loves Houston Astros.
Colton loves Houston
Heck yeah, they
Astros.
better win the World Series. Andreas Acker.
Andreas Acker. Oh, I said his name.
Modern Chow.
Modern Chow.
David House 2018.
David House 2019.
I am a noble person 12.
I am a noble person 12.
Dambowski 11.
Dambowski 11.
PR Fan 2002.
PR Fan 2002.
Ben Osteen.
Ben Osteen.
Numpty 524.
Numpty 524.
Game of Joe B.
Game of Joe B.
Effing Unicorns.
Effing Unicorns.
Demand 1198.
Demand 1198.
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Keen 456.
Keen 456.
Wilder 1251.
Wilder 1251.
Zaron 23.
Zaron 23.
Mr. Owl.
Mr. Owl.
Numpty 524.
Numpty 524.
Ben Osteen.
Ben Osteen.
Zerku Witherblight.
Zerku Witherblight.
HCam 42.
HCam 42.
Ben Osteen.
Ben Osteen.
Rickety Cats.
Rickety Cats.
The Bad Company.
The Bad Company.
Peak 1.
Peak 1.
Fegs 252.
Fegs 252.
Peg Junk.
Peg Junk.
Chovexani.
Chovexani.
Shidohari.
Shidohari.
Alex Pride 2467.
Alex Pride 2467.
Super Mega Ultra Hyperforce.
Super Mega Ultra Hyperforce.
Nellian at 6.
Nellian at 6.
Alyssa S.
Alyssa S.
Willall.
Willall.
Effing, oh my gosh, I lost my place. Effing Unicorns.
Effing Unicorns.
Rage Cage.
Rage Cage.
HCam 42.
HCam 42.
All right, I'm going to read all of this together because I think it's meant to be read together.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
D, Queens, thank you for giving us this story. For Jess' bravado, Michelle's compassion, Laurie's bravery, Riley's courage, Elise's patience. Yes, that was together.
That's what she said.
We
love you too.
Leave it all on the field.
Leave it all on the field.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Sauron 23.
Sauron 23.
Eve, i.e.
Eve, i.e.
Effing Unicorns.
Effing Unicorns.
Uberbaldi.
Uberbaldi.
Dambowski 11.
Dambowski 11.
Numpty 524.
Numpty 524.
Silent AJ.
Silent AJ.
Because Thumpers.
Because Thumpers.
Drek Fletch.
Drek Fletch.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Shadow Uzumaki.
Drek Fletch.
Drek Fletch.
P.S. Don't forget your minis.
P.S. Don't forget your minis.
And Barking Darrow.
And Barking Darrow.
Oh yeah, Yes, and the one NPC that was contributed tonight was a rabbit. It was actually all the thumpers supporting you and saying how much they love the show and wanting to come in and give the Rat Queens an ounce or just a nice boost of good luck.
That was very cool.
That is very
So once
very
again,
sweet.
thank you all so much for joining us on this adventure. It has been a wonderful delight. I'm sure we will see our Rat Queens again. This weekend, be sure to catch the Halloween Hyperdrive on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. There's a Hocus Pocus RPG, a Ghostbusters RPG, a Hellraiser RPG, and a slasher seems like slasher Smash Bros. Or slasher all slasher RPG, and we've got Warhammer 40K tomorrow. We've got Adam is doing a fun spooky horror movie tour on Friday. A fun live IRL URL stream. No, it's an IRL stream. You, not me. It's I. And then on Monday we have Kolog 1991. Tuesday we have the finale of Post Ghost. And Wednesday I believe we will have a fun new RPG here. So yes, thank you all once again so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And for the last time, until the next time, keep adventuring, my queens.